Welcome to Christmas Saves. I remember to turn the music down.
Yay.
You did it.
I'm pretty happy about it.
Did you turn our audio on?
Our audio is on. It's right there. We can see the button and the thing.
I can kind of see it.
Well, yeah. Our audio wasn't turned on yesterday on accident, or last time on accident. On account of the cleaning we did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's weird to think that's the last time we streamed. It's like after we clean.
Has it only been that long?
Did we miss a week or something?
No.
It feels like it's been longer than a week
Feels
for
like
some
we missed
reason.
a week.
Yeah. I was feeling that too.
I think it's because we skipped the online campaign.
Did we miss
But
it? No.
I didn't.
You know.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, we didn't miss a week.
It's just like July fucking flew by.
Maybe.
So I always felt like it was 3 weeks ago every week in July. So
In July. Well, we're here to do the thing. We have the stuff. I don't really know that we have to do anything else besides play the game. I don't really want to do anything else besides play the game. You guys want to play D&D?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. We're all
Fuck
here.
yeah!
we're all here, might as well.
Yeah.
We might as well.
It's weird that sometimes we have a really long period.
It is weird, but it's...
Sometimes we have a really long period.
Do we not have coasters down here?
No.
Last we left off, Sarah forgot her coaster, and also, the group had successfully gone down into the crack in the city of Ebon Falls on a delve to explore the world under the city and try to retrieve some lost Durgar from a Nyogi slaver called Vorkloth. It was a less typical experience that some of you may have been expecting. It was more about exploring the space and finding the location of Vorkloth's many lost offspring, whom you found out the Durgar were responsible for taking, instigating the entire problem. You managed to retrieve these, along with exchanging them for most of the Durgar that were held captive by Vorkloth, but decided not to take any extra measures to completely get all the Durgar from him. You got your bounty ticket taken care of, you got paid for your work, and you headed back to the warehouse, your base of operations in the city, where work continued to make this space more livable, to improve some of your possible business ventures, and to get things for yourselves. During that time, Ink came upon seems like a runaway teenager by the name of Rini, who had taken up shelter from the rain inside the Land Beast, the vehicle that is now painted and has all of the crew riding in it from time to time.
Hell
There's the
yeah.
Land Beast.
Thank you, Randy, for that.
Although the top was up on the Land Beast. It does have a top. We just...
It's for top
for the
down.
minis.
It's
For the minis, it doesn't make sense to you. And, although you can take it off and have a convertible situation if you'd like.
What's the top speed on it? I don't remember what you said.
What's
It was
the
like
top
30,
speed?
30 miles per hour or something?
Like 30 miles per hour,
Okay.
roughly. It was like 40 miles per hour. It's not very fast. These are not modern day vehicles.
No, it's still pretty fast for
but
an
it's pretty-
early vehicle, though.
It's definitely a fast. It's got treads on the back and off-road a bit. You talked to her for a bit, and she essentially said, I will bribe you to keep me from being caught by the Silvers, because she seems to have stolen several valuable moon chips from somewhere, and is on the lam right now. Luckily, Mr. Rossi had stopped by a little bit time later and offered you, or sort of asked you to do a job for him, to find Vrak, the rat gang boss, who is under investigation from the Silvers due to the heist that you all committed.
Allegedly.
In the Kane Industrial
Not proven.
Warehouse district, where he'd stolen a new serum called Perfectus that was sat there in their distribution hub, essentially. The Rat Gang had also decided to steal it, but had failed, and you got away with it. But leaving behind a lot of evidence that Rat Gang was responsible for the event. So now you have accepted the bounty on Vrak. You have two options so far. You have the option that the Silvers gave out, which is a 5,000 gold bounty on Vrak that will also give you essentially a get-out-of-jail-free card attached with it to incentivize people to turn them over to the authorities. Or you can go with Mr. Rossi, who is matching the gold, and that's it.
But
to get
also
Vrak.
Get in his favor.
But get in his favor, yeah. Definitely more in his favor than you already are. And so we begin in the morning of the day as you begin to pack and prepare for anything you'd need to go on the road. You are in the warehouse right now, and we are getting ready to leave towards Brine Shore Port, which only takes a few hours to get to. It's like 120 miles, I think we said, so 4-hour drive roughly.
At some point between the night before and now, I'm gonna tune to the worm that lets you use I think it was like basically the tongue spell.
Sort of. You have the item card.
Yeah.
Somewhere. It's not the tongue spell. It allows you to learn
one language for an hour
language
per long rest.
Yeah. So, you do, and you hold it behind your ear, and over the course of time, it starts to nuzzle up, and you can feel it sort of like curling around. It's sort of like searching your ear, and a little bit of it, it almost reminds you of seeing like a young mammalian child search for like its mother's teat to try to find some sustenance, and then eventually it finds a spot and it nestles in. It feels a little comfortable, and then you hear a noise. You don't feel pain, but you do hear a noise, and you can hear as it travels along just underneath the ear canal. Like the flesh, if the canal's here, it travels here, and you can feel it and hear everything as it goes. But it seems that there's some aspect to the way it burrows that is was it anesthetic in nature. It keeps you from feeling much discomfort, and it nestles in there, leaving behind like essentially like a piece of flesh that's open, but is not bleeding. Is like
Okay.
almost like a small tunnel. You could right now, before it heals, reach in there and pull it out if you had like tweezers or something. But that will heal shortly.
Can I ask Isaac for like a bandage and like
Was
you know
it your
like
fur?
something to I don't know what would you put over a hole in your
You
body?
can shave it a little bit and put a little
Or just
thing. But when
tie
you
it
look
around.
at it, it's not bleeding or anything. So the bandage is purely psychosomatic. If you'd like to apply.
I'll humor it.
Okay.
I'll make Ink feel better.
Sure.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
You put that over top, and there's a little bandage behind your right ear. What else you guys want to do? Any preparatory actions this morning as you wake up for the first morning with that in your head, and you have like the smallest ring, just the smallest ring in your right ear.
What was the other thing that we got? The shadow thing. You attuned to that. So I don't think we had any other new stuff to attune to.
Yours is an attunement, but you have all the information on the thing you had crafted for yourself, and you bring it in. Did we decide how much you paid for that?
No, you never.
Okay,
told me.
so here's the price of it is exactly equivalent to a different thing. Let me find that thing in here. I forgot we didn't sew up on that, but it is not that expensive. Let's call it 30 gold.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Yeah, it's really not that expensive.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, 30 gold is what I was. Yeah, that was right.
I forgot we just got paid from the Dell
Just
thing
got
too.
paid from the Dell.
How
so
much
you
would it be
guys
for like a nice case that locks?
a locking case?
Yeah, but like that only I can get into.
Oh, you want like a nice
Yeah.
locking case?
Like a-
Just for that, or for?
Just for that.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say this: you don't have to. It is something you're going to carry with you, and it'll offer briefcase space for papers and things like
Okay.
that. So it's essentially a briefcase that has a slot
That's
for,
what I was thinking, yeah.
for this. The weight will still be there,
Okay.
but it will, I'll say because you're buying an extra thing, it won't count towards your pack inventory. It has its own inventory that can only hold this and like papers and bases.
Yeah.
Is it just your
It can
shot?
hold, it can hold your surgeon gear. It essentially can hold all your gear. That's like.
Yeah.
In your
Okay.
briefcase, and I'll say that is an additional 30 gold.
Okay.
Super
worth.
that comes with a combination lock that you can choose any 3 numbers,
Okay.
just like one of those briefcase easy boys.
It's only gonna take you 1,000 tries to crack it.
Wow, do you just know
You
that
know
math off the
that
top of your
stat?
head?
Yeah,
Of course.
Psycho shit.
it's 10 to the 3rd power.
And it can look
I'm too much of a bimbo to understand
it's
numbers.
just like black.
Yeah, just a really unassuming case.
Yeah. Okay.
I
So
don't
you
even know
have that.
primes, okay?
So when you open it up, essentially, it's behind like an extra.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other things you guys want to purchase? Rini is totally fine, just chilling away. She's excited to go on this thing. She has a little backpack with some stuff. It's got like little pockets in it.
It has almost been 10 sessions, so I'm gonna stock up on tobacco.
Tobacco.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you,
It was like 2 gold. Yeah,
I was
10
like,
sessions.
it's not very expensive. Are you leaving the opium under the bed?
Honestly, I would probably have asked Isaac to take it for his med kit or something
Okay.
at this point.
So that you're not
Isaac,
tempted.
you have
Yeah.
it in your briefcase.
Okay.
You know it's in his briefcase.
Sure do.
If it ever comes up.
Nice behind a nice lock that only I know.
Yep.
It'll only take him 1,000 tries to crack it.
Sure will.
1,000 D20 rolls.
Well, we don't. Luckily, we don't get to brute force like that, so it'll essentially be like, how much time do you want to try to spend on this? That'll set your DC, and then you get to roll, and this is your best try at that during that period of time.
I think we watched Randy have to sit there and guess every single combination while Alex confirms yes or no.
That would also be funny.
I'll do it. I got
Just
time.
5 hours of 356
357.
000. No.
No, you
That's
go
your first
systematic.
mistake. You gotta go sequentially.
Yeah, you
No.
gotta go sequentially.
You're
You
gonna
gotta
start
go-
repeating numbers.
Yeah, you gotta go
How do you
111,
know?
112,
That's not
113,
my
114,
process.
115, 116, 117, basically.
We know how to count.
If you can remember 1,000 discrete numbers at a single time, more power to you.
I can.
I can't.
You gotta remember which ones you've already said.
I already do.
No, you don't.
356
And then
000.
shit.
Nailed it. Anyway, so
Do
But
it
see,
1,000
what if
more
it was
times.
000 and that was like the 50th number you said when you could have
it'd be the
started
second in
there?
this case.
Yeah, you can't.
So,
Well, you're the only person that I quip to and you quip back. Stop it.
That's
yeah.
why you two are friends.
Fuck that. I'm sick of this. I want to dominate every conversation.
You don't want to dominate anything.
Alright.
Damn.
She's dunking on me now. I think
Yeah, you got
it's over. It's over.
Okay. You guys need anything else? Besides your Like you don't really need. You can pack rations for safety if you'd like.
I mean, I'm just
Yeah,
bringing
I
the
was
hydro
thinking-
meat.
And then I don't know if we have like a thing for car storage. But
You
I was
do
gonna-
have a car storage.
I was gonna put my tent
Um,
and
We
bedroll
have
in there.
this.
Yeah. Which one's your warehouse storage and which one's a car storage?
I have this. This was what we were using for warehouse.
Warehouse, car.
All right, here, take this. Just take this massive box. There's stuff in there.
Oh,
God.
it sure is.
Fucking clean out everything.
How much is a regular healing potion? I might want to go buy
50
one.
gold.
50 gold.
50?
Yep. Moon chips heal more. It is a medium chest. It has 25 inventory slots.
25.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite big.
There you go. It's my whole inventory. It was all delving equipment.
25.
Yep. If you want to mark with a pen which ones are 2, sometimes that's fine.
I got a regular healing potion.
I don't have a lid for this because it fell.
Which ones are 2? Clothes.
What?
Those are 2.
Heavy armor, heavy weapons, two-handed weapons. So if they have the heavy property, or if they're two-handed,
Oh.
there are 2. Everything else is 1 unless it's something that's particularly, like, obviously heavy, like a tent is 2. Hi. Yeah, you can organize that however works. You can also put potions and stuff in there. And it locks, and I'll say that you have 1 set of keys to that right now, and it's on the set of keys that turn the thing on.
Makes sense.
Yep. Okay. So while you go through that, is there anything that I need to get for you? Or anything that you completed over the course of time? Just before we start the travel.
I will have made a set of clothes for Rini so she has something nice to wear while we are traveling, so she
So you're
doesn't just
making a-
look like
you're
some
making a-
little vagabond.
You're making a dress?
Yeah.
What color?
Is she wearing any particular color right now?
Just looks like beige and brown, and then a dark bluish cloak.
Black dress.
A black dress. Okay. All right, and she also has essentially like hiking boots.
Think like, okay, we'll make it like a black and white sort of sailor style.
Sure.
So,
Okay.
with like a little white collar.
I'm assuming you have not revealed this to her yet.
No.
Okay. Every time it's Star Wars for me. Every time.
Yeah.
I know, right?
It sounds like the
John Williams.
Tatooine themes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah. So no more housekeeping?
I'm good.
Okay.
Did you want to bring your like calligrapher supplies and weaver's tools here, or put them in the warehouse box?
I don't think I'll need them for anything.
Torn seam's not going to be the end of the world.
Well, I'm thinking like, should I bring like, would she think to bring weaver's tools or something, like, you know, like having a sewing kit in case of an emergency, like today, my dress broke.
We can. We got plenty of space. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, throw the weaver's tools in there, but I don't think I need the calligrapher stuff.
Sort of like a rolling base. You get a little bit of space for stuff and a little bit of carryover.
Basically, I'm packing a traveling sewing kit.
Okay. So, you get into the early afternoon, probably pre-lunch actually, probably more like 11. Packing this stuff up and getting things into the back. Let's just roll a d20. Everybody roll a d20. Just to see where you guys are sort of at.
Nat 20.
Hey.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Okay.
6.
Yep. So the two of you are inside, along with Rini. You're inside the warehouse, just moving stuff and doing whatever you're doing. The two of you are outside, near the land beast, like packing stuff in, like going through the inventory real quick. I don't know if y'all are taking lists or how you feel like you'd be organizing that. But you're essentially like the two focused people, making sure that we have everything that we need before we head out. As it happens, you both sort of hear footsteps behind you, just a single set. As you see a not someone trying to hide, but essentially walking from Sea Dogs, from the clam, walking across the street and looking up at the warehouse, and then looking over to you, holding a small like cigarette. You see a bald-headed elven man, and where his left eyebrow should be are dark blue tattoos in beautiful sort of like flowy script that you don't really recognize, but in the shape of essentially what an eyebrow would be. You see a thick leather coat with a high collar, revealing a thin frame on this person, and then a thin button-up shirt and a silver tie that's a little undone. Gives a little like nod in your direction as he takes a drag of this like thin and like half burnt cigarette and walks over. Sorry to interrupt.
Something I can help
Can we help you?
Yeah, I'm sorry to bother you. And he sort of takes one last hit and puts it out and sort of stamps out the cigarette on the ground as if he didn't really expect to see anybody and like have a social interaction outside. Yeah, I'm sorry. You can smell a little bit of like Sea Dog's liquor on his breath. I'm Detective Garrick Dora from the Paramountcy of Inquest. He goes into his coat real quick, and he pulls out like a notepad and he looks at the warehouse. Well, you're just on my list of people to go through for this. We're just wondering, we're looking for a missing girl, young, elven, on the run, and we just want to get her safely. Do either of you know anything about that? And then he sort of looks down while you guys are sort of looking at each other. He sort of looks down and looks back up around the warehouse as it goes. There was eyewitnesses that there was maybe a kid running around in the warehouses trying to hide from the cops, but we don't know which ones. And well, you're the first one across the street from where I got that information. So
Fair enough. Well, I can tell you I haven't seen anybody that matches that description.
roll me a deception check.
Absolutely.
This character is reading very Columbo to me. You've seen the show Columbo?
He's not as old. He's a very
Okay.
young, probably 30s.
Okay.
I have proficiency in
What'd
that
you say?
one. 23.
23? Okay. All right. Well, and he sort of reaches into his pocket and flicks out like it's not a card. It's more like a pog. And it's
Printing my business cards on pogs from now on.
it's sort of like a pog. It's a little badge that says the Paramountcy of Inquest, and then it has Detective Garrick Dora, GAERRIC DORRA, Garrick Dora.
Isn't that the FBI, basically? Why are they looking for this kid?
And then he goes, if you have any information for me, you can send any letter to exactly me, and if you show this to a Silver and you have some information and you can't seem to get a hold of me, then they'll know to take you seriously. So I appreciate that.
Will do. Thank you.
We'll keep an eye around the neighborhood and let
Alright.
you know if we see anything.
All right, gentlemen, have a good day.
You too.
You too.
Goes and he looks at his notes, and you see him strike through 8-4 Bay Ridge and move on to 8-5, and he goes over to the next one and starts knocking on the door. And then you see, and no one answers, and then it goes around the corner and just disappears into the warehouse district.
Gonna give Soren a look and be like, we should probably go inside, and just whoop, right inside.
Sure, you go inside.
Well, just had a fun little visit.
From who?
Right now, when you walk in, they're all sitting at the table in the back, the sort of picnic table. This is where you guys sort of do breakfast stuff in the morning, and like tea is being made.
Toss the fucking thing onto the table.
Reenie's sitting there and is going, "Can I please shoot the gun?
I do not think that would be a very good idea. I do not
And then
want-
ting, 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 ting onto the table. You grab it and you can see.
Yeah. Where did you get this?
We just stopped right outside, actually, and tried to talk to us.
Is that a pog?
I'll show it.
The Paramountcy of Inquest?
Was this
correct.
about the or yeah?
Yeah.
Why would they be interested in finding her?
Well, it was a lot
Paramount
of
Inquest. What's that?
Insight check that question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't believe she doesn't know.
Yeah, also,
God
I'm
damn it.
also insight checking. No,
2.
Man, mine's not good either. 10.
Just a kid.
It's like the next step up from the police, the Silvers.
Which
It's more.
Yes.
They have more. Why do they need more?
Everything to keep you in line.
it seems abnormal.
Well, not you specifically, but don't worry about it.
It seems abnormal that they would be looking for someone who had just stolen 3 moon ships, if I am being honest. It seems
I stole more than 3 moon chips.
How many did
I
you
showed you 5.
Oh, yes. But even 5, it seems like getting them involved would be quite a bit.
It might
more
be the
than 5?
person she targeted rather than what she stole.
Well, I didn't target anybody. He was.
Well, not that you
they were
targeted
available.
them. They were
Yeah.
just there.
Yeah, I know what these are. I know that they're.
Rich
No.
people don't tend to like to be stolen from. But they have to have a lot of influence if they're getting the paramountcy to investigate. Just petty theft.
Well, I saw the guy. I told you what he looked like. He had a little scar on his face, sort of pale. His hair was longish and it was stuck together.
Can I do like a history check to see if that's anyone like famous in the city that I would know of?
You can,
because that's a distinct
you can
description.
try, yeah.
Okay. 17.
Doesn't sound like anyone we would know.
Were they dressed like an adventurer or just like a...
No.
No?
Yeah, robes. I don't think. I mean, he's a little old. I don't think he was on the road a lot.
Is there any reason people would be looking for you in particular?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, do you have family that would be looking for you?
I wish. Do you?
Can I insight check that statement?
Yes, you can insight check that statement. She wishes she had family to look for her.
20.
This is no way to treat your future Robin.
You believe that she would like to be loved enough to be sought
She
after.
could be lying! That's what I'm saying! How about
I know what you think. I'm just saying.
I apologize for bringing it
okay,
up. I
it's
just
yeah.
I need to understand the situation to make appropriate plans. All right. Do you know did they have a description of her, like specific?
Just said, runaway
Young
girl,
elven.
young runaway.
When we drive through the city on the way out, we might want to either disguise you or hide you in the
Going
box
to
or
ask
something.
if that.
Well,
they
Can I
could-
hide in the box?
Be
If you
fair,
would like to hide in box, you
Oh.
can hide in box.
I've never been smuggled.
I did make this,
Is that...
and I will pull out the dress from like a dress form I have, and
Well, that looks too small for you.
it's for you. would you try?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And she goes and finds somewhere to try it on. She comes out with it on,
We could
with boots on underneath it.
try to hide her ears or something. Make her
Well,
look
if you
like a
put her
human
hair
child.
down, would it?
It would cover.
I
She
mean,
pulls her hair out, and it's just sort of like this blonde sort of.
I'm gonna try to do something with her hair, like put it in like a little, like, low bun or something. I don't know. I'm gonna try to fix her hair so it doesn't look like messy.
Okay. You do so. It's not super long. It's like to shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay. Can it still be smuggled?
It's going to look really weird if we just have a random child in the back of our vehicle.
if we get stopped and they're like, why is this child in this box? We will say she wanted to be in the box.
Well, children.
I can do
What are you
an
gonna do?
accent like you have.
Makes it easier.
We could
And
say-
my hair is
Doesn't
a
it?
little, well, yours is white, but it's close.
Relative.
We could try to say she's a distant relative.
That's pretty good, right?
That's pretty good.
Will they even search our car?
A lot of elves talk like that.
I do not. What's the security situation on going out of the city? Like, would it be weird to search a vehicle on the way out?
It wouldn't be 100% weird. It's like a border crossing. Like, they could stop you if they feel like they need to.
I'm just trying to think in my head, because, like, let's say you're going into Mexico from the United States, the security checks are more lax than they are on the reverse. You know what I mean?
You're still in country. So Brian's
Okay.
report is still the same. There is, if you look at the map, there's a little bit of gap where the country doesn't hold anymore. It gets too far away from cities and they can't really hold its border in any meaningful way. So it's
Its
essentially
sphere of influence is kind of.
Well,
No? What do you think?
New outfit, new hairstyle. That should be enough. As
Yeah.
long as we don't draw too many eyes.
Shouldn't be too hard. Except we have the land beast. Draws a little bit of eyes
Land
on
Beast
its
is
own.
totally different than any other vehicle.
Well, perhaps they'll.
You got checked
we'll
on the
be
way
hiding
in,
in
but-
plain sight. She won't be noticed because people will be paying attention to the car.
Right. That's what I'm banking on.
Okay. All right, so you all pile into the Land Beast, and with it starts to head under the direction of Ink south to the southern gate towards the city. No stops on the way. Just head out. Okay. You get to the end, and why doesn't everybody just make me act cool check? Just give me a charisma check of your decision. It can be any of that.
15.
I'm going to use the talisman. 13.
Okay.
Mm,
17.
wait. 12.
Okay. You guys get through the border check out of the city without much fuss. You essentially hand them your papers. Children don't need them because they don't have the agency that adults have. And although
is 18 for is the age of majority different for elves versus?
it's roughly
humans?
18 for
Okay.
everybody. You start making your way out of the city and south along the plains. As you find your drive to be this gives me Skyrim. It's not, but it
nah,
does.
it doesn't.
I was gonna say Oblivion.
Maybe that.
Feels more Oblivion to me.
Sure.
If we're doing Elder Scrolls.
But it,
We should get a Dom command for Jake being bullied.
a Dom command?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
the sub command.
is me.
Oh, I see.
It was just funny. How you were like, "This sounds like Skyrim," and you were like, "No, it doesn't."
She does try to bully.
I'm not bullying. I'm
so
just
mean
saying
to me
it
all
doesn't
the
sound
time.
It was
like
the
it.
harshness. It was the immediacy.
See? Good. I'm glad that you noticed. I feel vindicated.
Crabs in a bucket.
Crabs in a bucket.
Hey, you made fun of me earlier.
Yeah, you.
If we're not gonna have like bottom solidarity, then I'm gonna be the
I
top
see.
bottom.
So
That came out wrong. I'm gonna stop talking now. Let's play the game.
Yeah.
So you start heading south, 30 miles at a time. The drive over the country-ish roads, they're well enough traveled, but they're not paved. They're, traveled usually by cart and horse and other things. But there's lots of trade going back and forth. Traffic here is normal, not in the same way that like a modern traffic would be, but every few miles you see a cart go by or you pass one. Sometimes there's convoys of supplies being moved, and then there's the occasional cane truck that does, much like yours, move along. Boo. And while that happens, there's 4 hours in a car. You've all been in a car for 4 hours before. What are we doing?
Reading.
You're reading?
Yeah.
What are you reading?
I still never finished Shorin's first book, so I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay. Absolutely. You can sit there and read the book, and as that's happening, Reenie is sort of looking at the back of the book as you read it. And she goes, "What part are you at?" You can make up something.
I don't know the story of the book.
You probably right about at the part where the young boy starts to explore in the mines.
There's a young boy heading into some mines.
Oh, shit. Alright, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. It's really cool, though. What else are you guys doing?
I'm reading for sure. I have a bunch of medical books with me, and I'm just
Okay.
flipping through.
Okay. You are reading medical books.
The twins are well practiced in having to spend a lot of time
Yeah.
doing nothing.
They're not well socialized, is what they are.
And
These damn kids with their books these days don't want to interact with other people.
is it just like this, where it's Ink
I
and Soren up
assume so.
front and the twins in the back?
I
or-
figured as much.
Okay.
I can't even imagine they would think to sit in the front of a car.
Like, they just-
yeah.
exactly.
That's not where you
Just by
that's not where they
default.
sit.
Yeah, you
Backseat.
always sit in the back.
And it's happening. So she's looking over your shoulder at that book and switching sides to Isaac.
Probably
Over and
getting
goes,
bored.
ew. What is that? It's like whatever you're looking at in the
Oh.
medical book. What part of the medical book are you
It's
looking at?
definitely the part where it's the human body like cut open.
Like a
Like
picture,
it's like a yeah.
like a picture of the human
Of a
body with
cadaver.
its skin like pulled to
Mhm.
the side.
Like a
Oh, I
cadaver,
got
yeah.
one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a person?
Yes,
Is that what I look like on the inside?
probably.
Cool. What are you doing besides driving?
Is radio a thing in this universe?
No.
No? Okay.
That
then
sucks, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
Probably just driving kind of casually, enjoying nature, humming a song.
Sure, go ahead and roll perception check. Let's see what you see on your way.
No, that's not very
Would
good.
you like my bottle? With nothing in well, a thing in it, and you can't tell what it is.
Oh fuck!
I think
While
that
you're
was
driving.
driving. He said, "Oh, that's not very good." 5.
5. Okay. You're doing that thing where you're starting to zone out. And you're just sort of whistling. What? I don't know what kind of hummy, whistly songs you do. What do you think's stuck in Ink's head right now?
Probably I have an Ink playlist because I also have
Fuck
playlists
yeah.
for my characters, so probably one of those songs.
Okay.
God, what's the name of that band?
All about that bass.
No.
Edward
Like
Sharpe
poor
will make
poor
notes
man's
around.
poison or
You
something.
have
I
an Ink
remember.
playlist that you haven't shared with us?
I had a professor playlist too.
You haven't shared that with
What?
us?
No, why would I? I'm embarrassed by everything
I
I
will
do.
lend you
Why would I
one.
share
It's
anything
public.
personal with you
should
people?
share both of those
I
with
also
me.
have character playlists.
There you go.
We have a joint character playlist.
I'm just not ready for that level of commitment in a friendship.
Wow.
Oops. I would like that to happen. Cool. Okay. So you're whistling a tune, and what are you doing? Opium. Smoking drugs.
Hell of a time.
Hey,
to
don't
fall
inhale,
off the-
kid.
Hotbox the car.
Well, Ink. Have we figured out exactly how are we going to capture this? Do you know what he looks like? Have you seen him before?
A rat? No, seriously though, has Ink met Vrack before? I know there was actually in one of the early sessions Vrack asked to talk to Ink, but never did. So have they seen each other before?
You haven't seen Vrack in a little, but Vrack wasn't always the Rat Gang boss.
Yeah.
Vrack is quite a large and rotund rat person. Like, he's in charge because he's the biggest.
That's how Rat Society functions.
That's how it works right now. Not because he's the biggest, but because he's so big that he was able to essentially wrest control of the gang.
like Jabba the Hutt, or I'm trying.
Can move under his own
Okay.
power.
He's
Alright.
like
Kingpin.
Kingpin. Yeah, it was
Are we thinking
literally
Kingpin?
Kingpin.
I'd say Kingpin.
Okay. Kingpin Rat. Okay.
Yeah, he's big. In fact,
How tall is he?
oh, he's pretty tall. There's like a there's a dimensional issue to figure out here. The big cheese, yeah. That's what they call him.
Dr. Gamble said that.
Big cheese, that's right. Wow. Actually, now that you think about it, you might have to like figure out a situation to.
To carry this man?
Does he fit in a standard seat of this vehicle?
Okay, but they're bench seats, so like,
How big is big?
bro.
He's pretty big. You
How are we
remember?
bringing him into the city?
You remember him being maybe double your height?
Bro, we're gonna have to be like, yo, Rossi, come pick up your mans outside of
I was
the...
going to say maybe we have Rossi meet us.
Can I see the vehicle, like, mini? How much space is on the back? Could we, like, tie him
Yeah.
to this shit?
Or you could get a trailer or something.
That would be extremely
A
conspicuous.
trailer.
Well, we can be
smuggle him in.
conspicuous if we're going through territory that's still controlled by the domain because
Or you
we're
could
bringing in
find-
a legal bounty.
Rini overhears this and goes, or we can make them small.
Do you know
Do you-
how to?
No.
Oh.
Well, that
That's a
does not
smart
help.
idea,
I really-
though.
You ever read any books where they make stuff small?
I do like books, but
Here's one where a man turns himself and his wife small, and the kids are big. And then the sequel's when the kids get small
I thought
and
it
the
was-
parents are big.
No, it's
No,
Honey, I
it's,
Shrunk
the
the
other
Kids.
way. Honey, I Shrunk the
Honey, I
Kids,
Blew Up
Honey-
the Baby.
Yeah.
Honey,
And then the
we
baby
Shrunk
gets big.
Ourselves.
Yeah, that's it. I knew Hannah would know the facts about Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Well, not the facts about this world's lore. Take that.
Is that the only difference in the story between our world?
Literally, it's Bic Moranis.
I was gonna say.
And
Did
his,
they get the
his
little
wife
hop?
isn't dead in this universe.
Oh.
Because I love Bic Moranis and wish him well. That's why he quit, Chad.
Let's kill Bic Moranis.
Wow.
Why didn't you just make him like Mick Rorana? Oh wait, no, that doesn't
What?
work.
What? Okay, it's just. Mick Moranis. He's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Mick Moranis. It's funny he's small because he's usually really big. Honey, we shrunk our kids, but instead of being miniature, they're just normal sized instead of massive dragons. And that's what the story is in canon.
People read anything these days?
Fuck.
So, yes, that is an issue. His size is an issue.
I mean, I guess we can.
Mistress goes, we could take him in pieces.
No.
He needs to be
can't.
alive.
He can be alive.
I would imagine any bodily harm enacted against Mr. Vryak, Rossi would prefer to put on himself.
Perhaps.
Yes, but if we leave enough of it so where there's some left,
I think the better condition he is in, the more thankful Rossi will be.
well, what if he's in perfectly fine condition? He's just missing a couple limbs.
That is
That's not perfectly
the
fine.
opposite of what that means.
Stable is stable.
No, it's
Stable
like,
is not stable.
He's a doctor.
He's a doctor.
Okay, to be clear, we know he is not, right? You can't lie to us about that. We know you left medical school.
Yes, but amputations are normal.
That is a non sequitur.
I mean, he is creating one of the world's best-selling serums.
What does this
He
have
is-
to do
he
with
is the
him?
inventor of it.
Okay, if I polled 100 people and I said, all right,
Oh,
define,
Jesus Christ.
define in good shape, and then we gave them pictures, like here, pick
Are
the
you saying
pictures.
someone missing a limb can't be in good shape?
I'm saying if you take
Tough
a
spot
limb
there.
from them violently, day or days before, no, they're not in good
Like,
shape.
I would say that he is
Moments
in good
after
shape
the trauma.
and his
We're
leg
not
is-
do not make this. I am not saying anything about the people with disabilities. I am talking about
That's
the
very
delivering.
progressive of you.
If he's knocked out with the serum, it probably won't even feel it.
That is not the point.
It's doable.
You do have lots of opium.
Yeah.
You could do a medical amputation.
Why are we on this?
We gotta fit him into the city.
Our
It's
first
just an
thought is
option.
dismembering. You think
I'm sorry I brought it
It's
up,
about to
darling.
fucking drive the car off.
She's
a
driving
cliff.
the car.
In fact, at this point,
Spoiling.
I was saving this. You rolled a 5 on your perception check. All of you at once. I need a dexterity saving
Oh,
throw
God,
as you
what are we
feel
hitting?
as you feel a as you
Drive off the road. Oh god.
15.
19.
6.
Get fucked.
How much?
15.
19.
16.
Yours is the most important. As you're driving, as you back onto it, Rini falls over the back of the seat and right into Isabella onto the floor. No damage or anything. It's just
She just hits a fucking solid wall.
I have to get up and like sit my fucking joints back into place. Crack my neck.
Okay, more time goes by as you're driving. And then, Soren, you hear to your right as you sit there and you hear sort of like around the side here, like, hey, Soren,
Yeah?
can I shoot your gun? Just once out the window while we're driving.
Not.
She can't stop me.
Do I hear this?
Of course you hear this.
I'm just gonna ignore it.
Not while we're driving. I don't want her to crash, but maybe once we make camp.
Yes. Sits back. Hank, are we there yet?
We are not there yet.
When are we gonna be there yet?
We're going to be there when we get there.
Okay.
At least a few hours?
Is that about right?
We said it was like 4 hours.
Four total hours, yeah. Okay. Time goes by. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about while you're in this before you get there?
I feel like we're just going in circles on the amputation thing, so no.
What if they torture him and then they find out that we're actually the ones who did it and Rat Gang?
Okay, well,
I say in front of you and Rini, who
Rini's
knows
an
nothing
accomplice.
about any of this.
Rini, who was not paying attention, is now paying attention.
Yeah.
Huh?
She wasn't paying
Am I not
attention.
supposed to know?
As long as those words never come out of your mouth, because I'm pretty sure we discussed before that we just don't ever talk about it, and then that's never an issue, because Vrak knows none of that. He knows no information about that. So
Maybe he does know information.
as far as we know right now, he has no information.
Have you considered that maybe he could have information?
Have you
long as-
considered not bringing it up in front of people
Do
who
you
have
think-
no idea and
Do you
spreading
think
it?
the Rat Gang would have investigated perhaps who else was in competition with them?
No offense to you, I've met the rats. I do not know if they are competent enough to figure it out. The
be right.
inquest people, yes, probably. The rats, I do not know. Investigation is not their strong suit.
I think as long as we're the
No
ones...
offense, Ricky. I say to the rat that's up.
As you address Rick, he goes, "What?
Perfect. No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, I can only understand you when you address me.
Oh, you can't understand me unless I'm talking directly.
Unless you mean to.
Did we just
Okay.
all hear her
Yeah.
go?
Yeah, you hear.
Okay. Yeah. I remember now. It was like a parcel tongue
Yeah.
situation. Okay.
You essentially have to choose.
I've never heard a cat talk like a rat before, but it's definitely interesting.
I suppose so.
I thought you hated them.
To you, it sounds like common. You know you're doing it, but
I do not hate rats. I'm not prejudiced. I just the rats I
the
know
rat
personally are assholes. That doesn't mean all rats. Plus, this kind of rat is different than the rat folk, you know?
True. That's fair.
thanks.
I'll give
He-
him a
he-
little pet.
Turns back around and looks out the front window still. Just enjoying the ride. He doesn't like wind like a dog.
Yeah, it would fucking blow him
Yeah,
away.
you get blown away. But he likes the safety of like that little like space right at the front of your dash.
And then when we get in a car accident, he's flying out.
No, he'll be safe.
He's got plot armor.
Does he?
I'll have you all know I have an infinite supply of rats. I can
Oh, so
continue
you're
to
just
name
gonna
Ricky.
keep fucking renaming them and
I
replacing
love
them
the
as you
idea of
kill them?
Ricky 4.
If you wait a few more levels, I can probably start implanting previous Ricky's memories into them.
Oh
my
God.
Ship
Oh.
of Rickius.
Ship of Rickius. That might
You
be
were
the
just
most
against
fucked
the
up.
dissection of a fucking rat man.
Would Ricky
But
the
now
rat
you're
remember
talking
each of
about-
his
These are
deaths?
different situations.
I leave that part out.
I think it's more interesting if you don't.
You give every Ricky the trauma of every past Ricky's death.
But then he just has
The
depression.
Rickies have so much weight to bear.
He's like a Mr. Meeseeks.
He's like Sisyphus, but he's rolling his own trauma up a hill, and when it rolls back on him, it gets bigger.
His trauma is just like a snowball of Ricky corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this choice. They have shirts at Kraken Fest?
I hope so.
Probably. I imagine they'll have touristy crap. Why else have festivals like this if you're not going to make money off rubes like us?
True. Okay. Can I have a shirt?
Are you going to buy a shirt?
I'll buy you a shirt.
Why? She just stole
She
like 5 moonships.
Doesn't really
Not
need
from
a
us.
shirt.
It's fine.
She just made her dress.
It's not about the shirts, it's about the memories.
This is the best group ever. Are you sure you're not adventurers?
I mean, I guess we kind of are.
We're on the hero's journey right now.
Not really. We're on a bounty.
This is our call to action.
We're helping a mob.
I bet we're gonna find like a damsel.
We're not in the monomyth right now. Please stop.
We're probably going to find a lot of people with weaponry and part of a gang, and then take a man from the gang and bring him to another gang.
I just got a scam message texted to me.
Nice.
Lol, thanks for the lipstick you bought me. The shade is nice.
Scandalous.
Who you're buying lipstick for, huh?
Exactly. About to find myself out. Just some credit card information away.
Where do you go with that scam?
No idea. I asked the other day. One was like, my dog is still sick. And I'm like, where did you think the sick dog thing was? Like, I'm a vet? Like you're just hoping I'm a veterinary professional?
They're gonna hope you give money
the
for their
money.
sick dog. I
Cash
get
out
that
money
one. I
for-
don't get
But
how
the
the
lipstick, it's like
Or
the
the one
lipstick
you
you
got the
bought
other
me.
Like, yeah, baby,
Fuck,
you
I
want me
don't
to
know what
buy
it
you
was.
more? Like, is someone sitting there?
What?
Like,
Yeah.
what?
Buy you more lipstick because I just bought this.
Yeah,
You don't need
But
more.
there's no pictures of
No,
the person.
There wasn't any pictures. And if
So-
it is, it's usually like someone from Blackpink.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
Jim.
that means.
It's a band.
It's a band. They choose like a random Korean
K-pop.
or Japanese person.
Yeah.
People fall for that.
Anyway,
You literally had a friend that fell for
that's
it.
what we're talking. That's why I brought up Blackpink.
That's why I said that, yeah.
That's why I said Blackpink. Yeah.
How do you fall for catfishing in 2022?
People still don't know how to use
Some people
reverse
are down
image
bad.
search.
Yeah.
That's the first thing we.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
like-
first thing we all did. We're like, uh-oh.
He was like, but she's nice and has a cute dog.
She's the
Texted me
lead
out of the
singer of
blue,
Blackpink.
and
Oh,
we hit
sure.
it off.
Lucky you, dude.
We just have so much in common, even though she lives in China and I live in America. She's the lead singer of a pop band.
A guy who works in IT.
I'm a serial killer.
I actually don't know what he does.
Nobody knows.
Speaking of what no one knows, what comes next?
What?
Kraken Fest, because we don't know anything about it.
Sure, Krakenfest. So, unless you'd like to be in this vehicle anymore, I think we've established the boredom. We can continue to talk about VRAC. I would love to, or whatever the conversation was that I interrupted with my scam. Or we can start seeing
Cool Kraken stuff.
the Kraken rise over the horizon as you approach the city in the shadow, Brine Shore Port. What you see as you approach along this main road is, first off, the traffic here. People have started to camp on the edges of town. Now, there's also like rural areas you've seen. In fact, to the I guess the east, but to your left as you approach, to the left of the city, there are some like rising black smokestacks that come from down this. If you look on the map, the bay on the south is sort of like it almost looks like a crater. This area represents, it's quite big. This area represents the bay, and rising up out of it, over top, looming hundreds of feet in the air. It's the biggest thing, one contiguous thing you have ever seen in your life. It's bigger than you thought things could get, unless they were mountains or other natural structures. Hundreds of feet tall, you see the open mouth of a massive kraken with its tendrils from its chin reaching down maybe 50 to 70 feet. You see in the mouth lights coming from it as the people here have built into and on it. You see some of the tentacles stick straight up or a little bit cockeyed, and you can see lights inside the tentacle-like towers rising. You see it coil around a little bit. The bay itself, as it rose up out of it, is blocked off in some areas, and it can't all be used anymore. You can see not as big a city as Ebon Falls, but maybe the size of the Chips. Many people moved out of here. When you were, because you're older than the moon crash, right?
Slightly, yes.
I
believe Ink was 5 at the time.
Okay, so you were a toddler when this happened.
Okay.
And Rini, holding a book, looks at it. She's like, I haven't finished the book on this place yet. But the guy who turned it to stone is in charge now. And she closes the book and like puts it in her bag. And you know that to be the Black Reg. As you continue to approach, there are essentially large highway signs that you start driving by. And if you've ever driven across the country, this happens sometimes where it'll be like, you'll drive by a billboard and it'll say the first part of the message, and then you'll drive by and say the second part. This is kind of what you're getting.
Like, welcome to.
Welcome to, and it's usually religious, but in America it is. Like those giant crosses on 75.
God. And then you drive past it again, there's another sign like, find Jesus.
Yeah,
or
find
whatever.
Jesus. Do you want to swim in the lake of fire? But this says, instead, welcome to Brine Shore Port. The next one says laws, :
Oh, God.
1, your property is your responsibility. Number 2, your safety is your responsibility. Number 3, don't disrupt business.
Oh, God, they're anarcho-capitalists.
They're pirates. What do you think they were going to be?
Fair enough.
And you begin to approach
There's a yellow and black flag.
the edge. It's not yellow and black. You can see the Kraken's head, which is its own location. You can also see reaching out. It's reaching out along the edge of, like, from the Kraken's perspective. So from your perspective, you're coming this way. Reaching out, there is a clawed arm on the left side of the city from the Kraken's perspective. So on your right, as you approach, there's a big claw, and it's like it looks like a crab claw almost, or a big lobster claw, the size of a city block. And open in it is there's signs hanging from it, and it is called the Kraken's Claw. And as you recall, you have half off apps on a coupon from your newspaper to the Kraken's Claw.
Sure.
That is the original Kraken's Claw. There are many like it, but only one is actually inside the Kraken's Claw. It's essentially a local food place that many people have adopted the name of. This might start ringing a bell to some of you locals.
So it's not like a franchise. It's like a
Tony's.
Okay.
This means things only to us. But,
Yeah.
it is a local, non-franchise name stolen.
Yeah.
So this says the original Kraken's Claw. Someone else's might be like Tony's Kraken's Claw.
Did you get Did you get this idea because we passed by the Tonys that says the original Tonys?
I mean, I've lived here, so sort of. Not
Maybe
because we
blood
did it
in
the
your
other day,
brain,
but because
but-
it's been part of my life.
Which one is the original?
That's what I was
Tony's?
We
asking
don't
the
know.
other day. Because we drove through Old Town and saw the one in Old Town, and it says the original Tonys. And I was like, is that the first one? Or...
Are they
That
just
is the
called
first building you see
original
in
Tony's?
Brine Shore Port, but the second one you see...
I want a steak sandwich now.
Me too. The second one you see is one of the bigger ones in the front of the town. It has massive stone tentacle that's hanging over top, as if it was about to smash down an entire city block, but it stopped in the middle. And a large open arch displaying the name of the establishment that's like built behind this large tentacle. And it's called the Shadow of Stone Coaching Inn. It has places for wagons and automobiles. It has a wide cobblestone pathway that you can drive into and then park. It's sort of like a motel, I guess, that has parking spaces. But they're covered and secure. And it says Shadowstone Coaching Inn, and then underneath it, belongings guaranteed secure if fee paid.
Park and
yeah. You do that, and you see many other people.
Is I know it was like, did we have to fuel up in between getting from the city to here, or is the gas tank like empty now? Gas tank.
You went through one chip because it's 100 miles. This was 120, and then you have another one that has 80 miles left. So yeah, you stopped.
We didn't give this to you last week, did
Nope.
we?
And then Rini hadn't given you your moon chips yet, right?
No.
No.
Right. So you are going to get. Here, I'll give you 2 right now. 1 for the gas and 1 so that you can just have it. And then we'll do another when we get back. You pull into this place, and there's other coaches and other people, and people are. This is a little bit before like their seasonal rush with Krakenfest, so you actually have rates right now that are a little bit lower than they would be in a couple days when this begins, but it has. While I said it's like a motel that you pull into, it's much nicer than that. There's a open courtyard in the center that as you pull into and you park on the sides into these covered spaces. They're essentially garages that you can like shut, but they're open and they're like gates that don't have, you can see into them, but you'd have to open the gate to walk through, like a cage that you can keep your stuff in. There are sidewalks around that, and then there's like grassy areas where people are sitting and just talking and having a good time. It is all again in the shadow of this massive tentacle, but rays of sunlight as it's coming. You just got here at noon, roughly, right? No, you left, so it's the afternoon. You're starting to get these evening rays that start heating up the space in here, and it's 3 stories tall, and you can hear the sounds of like kids playing, and then also the sounds of like a bar starting up across the way. This is like a little space where there's places to eat in the Manticore Lounge, it says on the sign. There are lodgings available. And the front door, or the front office of this place, is in the back, right in the center. You walk in there to buy a room, I assume, and some place.
Yeah.
You walk in and you see a purple-skinned, red-haired tiefling man with a knotted purple horn atop his head. So his horns come up, and then they curl into a little knot. He wears a loose-fitting Henley shirt, you assume, so he can pull it over his head, that with high-waisted slacks, and he has curly red chest hair come out. He looks like in his 40s or something. And he goes, "Oh, welcome. Stanley Norton's the name. Welcome to the Shadow of Stone Coaching Inn. Travelers, seems we have 5 here. What kind of accommodations can we have for you?"
What kind of rooms do you have? Different sizes or anything? We're actually not sure.
Are you looking for all 5 to stay in the same room, or for individual rooms, We have couples rooms as well.
Do you have enough beds for 5 in one room?
5 in a room? Yes, we do.
Probably the
That'll be in the
best
suite.
one, then.
How much is that per night?
It is 40 gold per night.
Okay, that is quite a bit. How long are we staying here?
How much
It is 20 gold per room for 2.
So either way, we're spending that much
I
money.
guess we might as well get the suite then.
And 5 gold for secure parking if you have a vehicle.
We do.
Yep.
We all do parked.
So 5
Yes.
gold per
Well,
day?
45.
We're just
100?
One time 5 gold secure it's a deposit, so we get your key back.
So he just threw down 100.
100.
That's 2 nights. Do we want to plan for a third?
Kraken Fest doesn't actually even start until like 2 or 3 days from now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't
Probably,
2 days from now because of the time you spend.
Probably best if we try to finish our business and get out of here before it actually starts.
well then we don't get to see Kraken Fest.
Might
You also
to
don't
leave.
have to rush through your business.
We could take our time.
I at least want to see 1 day of Kraken Fest.
I agree.
Okay.
Well, then I suggest 3 to 4 days.
Is there any kind of
I'll
discount
throw down
for
enough for 2 more days.
staying
Okay,
a
so
long period of time?
60 more gold.
I was asking, is there an extended stay discount?
An extended stay discount. If you do the whole week, I'll do it for the same price plus 10. 10 more gold.
So how much total is that?
170?
Including that or
70 more gold
70.
right now.
70, yeah, 70 on top of the 100.
I think I have 50 in here.
Do you guys need money?
I mean, if you want to pay your fair share.
Oh, my fair share, huh?
And she pulls
There's
out
50.
$300.
Okay, 50.
These aren't hundreds. I may have like 500 gold on me,
Here's
but
20 more. 70 plus
There you go.
Oh, still okay for now.
All right. The full week and secure parking. So you have a key to that and you have a
how
key
much
to
did
your
you
room.
put in?
20.
Okay. So yeah, 170.
And just so you know, part of my business here is also trying to keep the people that visit Brian Shorefort abreast of any information that might be coming through. So, if you like some services, we do take those. As you can see, we have a beautiful lounge here, and he looks around and he shows you the beautiful Shadow of Stone Coaching and Lounge, which is just a lounge with a nice bar, and it has nice plush leather seats and places for smoking and talking to people, and it has an outdoor patio area, and they serve food. Well, if you buy a more expensive bottle of our liquor, Coaching Inn's own home selection, well, then it comes with some information. Based upon, of course, the niceness of the bottle, the quality.
Well, how much?
Well, depending on the bottle you buy, start at 10 gold. Think of this. And think of where you get your other information from throughout the city. Not always as reputable as this source, Stansley Norton.
How do we know that you are the most reputable source?
Well, my darling, that is a great question, and one that I respect you asking. And the answer to that is simply this. You think I would have amassed such a spectacle without having something behind the words I say?
What can I get us for 50 gold?
Would you like liquor or wine?
I'm a liquor man myself.
Well, you could, of course, have the finest of coarse salt spirits that we offer here. And he pulls it out, and he's got a salted rum. Salted by the brine
That's really fun, isn't it?
in the stagnant bay.
Yeah, rum suits me just fine.
Yes, well, rum may suit you as well as this piece of information. And into your mind, where only you can hear, Stansley Norton says, rumor is The Blackridge's favorite singer has a problem with the nose candy.
That's really what 50 gold gets you. You don't even get to ask. He just picks a random fucking rumor.
A spider.
Spider.
Right there.
Oh, it's a little baby.
He's
Do
going
it,
for
do
the
it, do
money.
it, do it, do it.
He's gonna steal our gold.
Oh, okay, thank you. He got too greedy.
That baby was Catholic. It goes to heaven.
Only if it was baptized.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that goes to purgatory. Unlucky.
That's why you gotta splash them babies right out the womb.
I think they come out pre-splash.
No, you gotta, that's
Not
what
with
you
the
gotta-
holy
No,
splash.
No, with
not-
the holy,
yeah, you
holy
got-
splash.
You gotta like drown him for a second.
Well, it's
It's a pretty holy
It's
slap.
okay. It happened
because
to me.
of the immaculate conception of Mary. Was Mary's like birthing fluids considered holy water?
No.
You're not a theologian. Get out of my
I
fucking
was a
face.
Catholic.
I don't care. Oh, did that come up in catechism, by the way?
Catechism has nothing to do with it.
Well, you have a room. You can go up and visit it. It is a very nice suite that offers sleeping arrangements for 6, actually. There's 2 side rooms and then a main room. The 2 side rooms have single beds. The main room has a large bed. And it fits 2.
I'll take a single.
I don't need a bed. So I'm just gonna put.
Oh yeah, that's
Bet
true.
it
But you,
is.
that's this. Whatever. I already said it.
Right to the large bed.
Yeah, the twins can lay claim to the large bed, and I'm mostly just gonna sit on it.
Yeah, so there's a large bed. It's in the center of the area, so there's like a central sort of space that looks out into the back outside window, and then there's the and that's where the main bed is. The main room itself looks out over the courtyard in the center, and the side rooms also look out to the courtyard in the center. So you can leave any stuff here. It is secure. It is quite plush. You paid a decent premium price, but you got a decent premium stay, and so you guys will be able to try to full rest here.
Cool.
So, you have many things going on in this city. You obviously have the goal of finding Vrak. You have the Kraken Fest and things that are going around it. And you can see, like, Kraken Fest stuff is up around the city as
Yeah,
people
they're like
prepare
getting it
for
ready.
And so you get the vibe that the city might have its own, like, sort of locals get to have a little fun at the right before Kraken Fest begins, when work really starts to get hard. And you can see like the attitude of the space is pretty like people are partying a little bit. This might be the weekend before that happens. Like you also have information. You had made some assumptions about you had said this last session, the note you got when you were tracking down
Sky's note.
the death of Sky Full of Stars. And then there is anything that you individually would like to just do. But I will say, you're technically on vacation. What do you want to do?
Well, what time of day is it?
It's just before evening.
Okay.
Oh, y'all
So
debate
like
that.
3,
I'm gonna
4.
go grab a cardigan because I'm cold.
Data sounds great.
Yes, I could use something after the drive.
To the
Perhaps-
Kraken's Claw?
Is that coupon good before Kraken Fest? Is that fine?
You'd have to ask at the Kraken's Claw.
Okay.
You have to be the coupon person
Oh,
in line
God.
at Kraken's Claw.
Just don't turn into a Karen and we're fine. If they say no, just accept it.
I'd like to speak to your manager.
Perhaps you could inquire with the local population about any recent rat activity.
Let us go and get dinner and we will scope out as we walk through the city. Because I got to figure out Who would be best to ask without arousing suspicion?
Well, you could
I
ask the
meant-
rats.
Yes.
What?
The rats?
Oh, talk to like the
Yeah.
rats.
Yeah.
I
So-
see what you're
yes.
saying, because I can talk to rats.
That is why I chose you. Yes.
Good call.
Yeah.
Sorry, long drive. My brain
No,
is.
that's good, yeah.
On the way there, I'll look for any rats or any alleys or anywhere that would look like rats would be there that I could try and talk to.
Wow, okay. How about while we're walking through this, everyone rolls a perception check so we see what we see while we're walking around the city towards the Kraken's Claw.
Are we walking to go get dinner and you're talking to rats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
17.
Mistress has keen scent for
7.
running flash, right?
No?
Mistress is
5.
7,
Yeah.
5,
17.
17,
10.
10. Okay. You see the Kraken's Claw and are marveling at mostly the just the size of this fucking thing. Like, it's huge, and it's quite a for a guy who's into things with like creepy shit going on. This is a site of one of those events. I will say also, as you're walking, you have this. The voices sound. You're almost getting frustration. Ink, you see? What do you see? You see a pile of trash that you think rats might like.
Okay.
You see, with a 10, Isabella, you see a place. Actually, it's mention of a place. There's an advertisement on one of the discarded. It's like a discarded piece of paper that's. And this place, as you walk through, there are like a lot of lanterns hung on things. This whole place is built around this kraken. Sometimes roads are cut in half as the kraken tentacle lays across it, and they've built a bridge over top of it, or houses will be built onto it. Sometimes you've seen them cut through one of the tentacles, and you'll like walk through like a hole in one, like a tunnel. There's lots of different versions, and the verticality of the city changes a lot depending on that. So it's not a terribly tall, except for there's 2 tentacles. There's one that sort of comes up and swoops like this. There's another one that's essentially straight up but twisting a little bit that you can see. Again, there's lights on the inside of this one, and this one has stuff. But the one nearby, or the one that's standing straight up, is closest to like the head of the kraken, and it seems to be, from your suspicion, some sort of like high-end lodging or something. But you see a little ad discarded for a place called Found Things, and it is a low scruples swap. It's a pirate.
It's a pawn shop.
Sort of.
Flea market?
It is a pirate's version of a merchant thing, and they
What's the name of it?
Found Things, and it has on the ad itself like, we'll buy anything. We don't care where it came from. We don't care if it's got heat on it. Like, you stole something, sell it here. We got you, because you're getting the sense as you walk around here, you don't see any law enforcement whatsoever.
Hell yeah.
In fact, you
A-cam.
see written on walls like,
Fuck cops.
if you're a fucking cop, you better hide. Like, no cops allowed.
Don't
like,
show
if
your
you,
face.
like,
I hope
yeah.
that's exactly what it said.
It's
Those words.
To the
essentially
Silvers.
better
like you
fucking
see
hide.
threats like pretty openly like
Hell yeah.
like don't fucking come in here.
Maybe we make this city our permanent one.
Well,
I would love to live next to a kraken.
Yeah, but then it's cutthroat and everyone's out to get your shit.
it is quite
Unless you pay
cutthroat.
protection fees.
And then what you see, and since she's gone, that's fine. She's walking in a bag of trash. You see a place called the Zephyr Line, which is the railway. ZEPHER, Zephyr Line, and it's a railway that runs west and east and north, and that's what you've seen. Okay, so you're walking. Ink is off looking for rats right now, so you guys are all gathered up. You guys want to do while you sit here? Wait for a rat?
We could go to this found things place and maybe Rainey could sell some of those stones.
Would be a good way
For
to get
money?
rid of some heat.
It wouldn't be a good way.
Unless you have a
Yeah.
reason for needing them.
Oh, they're cool.
That's
But
true.
you have no use for them, do you?
Well, they start the land beast, and they
Kind
they
of.
heal stuff,
Oh.
and they're valuable, and they do all sorts of cool stuff. I don't know.
You don't have any money on you right now.
Maybe I'll sell one. Yeah.
You could also get other cool things for your cool thing.
That's pretty true.
I'm thinking maybe she gets enough money to get away from the Silvers. Maybe far away.
Well, they're not allowed here.
Well, you need a place to stay.
Yeah.
And our warehouse probably won't be a good place for that.
No, but it's not too hard to hide her if we have to.
You take a good pee in the trash alley, but you don't find a rat.
Sorry, I had to go really bad.
You were gonna,
He just hears and she covers it with like dirt.
there's sand here. Like it's a beach. Like
Oh no.
you're
It's a giant litter box.
when you as you get closer to the Kraken itself, like stuff turns into beach, and there's like wood slats on beach instead of like stone and stuff. But you're not quite there. But you do see like sand is around. you have seagulls perched on shit everywhere, and there's this constant like squawk happening. Bird shit all over the fucking Kraken, all over it. You can see it quite clearly. But you wait for Ink to come back out of the alley, and she does so. No rats.
It's alright.
Okay.
In there?
Heading
What's
towards.
happening?
I don't know.
I think a bog rat may be traversing the stairs.
Heading towards the Kraken's claw, or the original Kraken claw.
Yep.
There
she is.
I'm Bograt.
Go see Mama. Go see her.
is there like?
Come to mama. I don't understand why you like this.
You walk in. Why are these all like sad?
Pirates of
Heavy
our heart.
hearts. Why is this fucking so sad? Do we have like you know what I have? I have this music. Let's see if this is too much.
Oh, Darwin noticed her.
No, this is a good vibe. You walk in to the Kraken's. As you approach the Kraken's claw, you see this large stone claw. It sort of comes to a taper. There's a sign that says the original Kraken's claw. And then out front, there is a person in a Kraken's claw, like a Kraken suit.
Oh my god.
Going
Is he
like
sign
this?
spinning?
going like this, and lifting up a sign and like pretending to smash it, as many other tentacles that are sort of attached by strings like move and smash. Goes, "Rah! Welcome to the Kraken's Claw," and then like part of it as people walk into it like goes up to the kids and goes, "Rah!" and the kids pretend to be scared. Ah! And this is a big thing, and he walks over to your group and goes, "Rah!" and Rini goes, "Ah!" and does it because all the other kids do it. And then
Can I do this to the Kraken
Yeah.
person?
Welcome to the Kraken's Claw.
Do you mind if I ask how much they are paying you for this?
Not enough. Welcome. Welcome. And
Do they have like pockets or anything? In
no, you see, it's a
I'm just
Kraken suit.
this?
Not a lot of pockets on those. Look at that bog rat.
I'm just gonna be like, open your mouth. 10 gold.
10 gold?
Platinum, basically.
You see him as you enter the door, and this is like a glass diner-like experience. They built glass on the sides, and you walk up into the claw. And as you close the door, you hear several of the kids scream in horror behind you as this young man rips his head off of this suit and climbs out of it and quits and leaves. And he fucking walks away. He's like, and he goes,
Wow.
"Fuck you!" As he
That's all he needed was 10
as
gold.
he flips off his bosses inside there. As you sit down and it says, "Please seat yourself."
You just made the mascot quit.
Yeah, it says, "Please
I
seat
did good
yourself."
today.
And when you walk in,
What is
there's
rule
a
free?
overweight, middle-aged woman who looks nice, has a big smile on. She goes, "Hey, y'all, welcome. Go ahead and sit yourself anywhere you like.
Is there a booth?
Welcome to." There's all of those are booths, and you look and there's only booths.
okay.
It's the best diner.
Why would we ever have anything else?
Why would we have tables when we could have booths?
Is the
And-
center of the restaurant just empty then?
No.
no.
It wraps around the side
Okay.
of the claw, and then the
Yeah.
center of it seems to go back into the kitchen area.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can hear like this like triumphant battle music, like around, like sourcelessly within here. And you sat down, and they give you these big, essentially laminated, but they're just like these big like planks menus that they set in. And they're burned in wood, but there's like some sort of like maybe it's a magical film where there's some sort of like solvent or not solvent, some like epoxy dripped over the top in it to keep from like deteriorating. And you see like a menu, and it's essentially you could buy meals. They're Kraken burger combos, Kraken strips, fries.
I just look at the
Fries and toast are the only sides, and they sell soft drinks like lemonade, water, tea, and then they sell beer. It is essentially a Tony's meets a Raisin Cane's. But they have a limited menu, but they make these few things like really good. They have onion rings. They have some other seafood stuff, like they have fish and chips. So if there's anything like that you'd like, all meals come with a drink. Are 5 gold. All apps are 4 gold, but you have half off apps, and the apps include Kraken nachos. Which are nachos with what looks to be like imitation crab on top and like an orangey sauce and like green onions, which would probably be good. You also have like mini Kraken tacos.
Not the mini tacos.
You have mini Kraken tacos, which are essentially like wonton tacos from Applebee's, and you have some other.
They have like a sampler.
Sure, they have
I
a sampler.
am
Comes
gonna
with the
sit
Monty
there
sticks and everything.
Looking this over, and then I look at the waitress and I just go, "Do you have anything that's like raw or live?"
Oh yeah, if you look on the back, they have a whole sushi menu.
What's the largest thing?
Oh, it's the Kraken boat.
The Kraken boat?
Yeah. In fact, well, as you are looking for the information on this, as you all go around and like Reenie's looking at the menu and stuff, your server comes up, and it is a swashbuckling rogue. Who jumps up on the table beside you and goes, "Hey, how would you like something today?" And then he jumps on your table, psh, right in the middle, and like kicks one of your cups over. We'll refill that. And I see the Kraken has many heads today. What can we get ya?
Is that sword sharp?
No, it's a. And he sort of like sheathes it and then jumps down, and he sort of gets out his notepad and, what can we get you? All serve the meat of the Kraken, yes! Real Kraken meat here at the original Kraken Claw.
Whatever's the largest, raw, possibly
the Kraken's
live
boat.
Meat.
Yes, you can see as you, he points out the window. And he shows you, the which one is it? He looks over and you can see that there ship? And there is one hanging in the air, a tentacle wrapped around it as if it was going to be smashed into like it was scooped from the bay and then whipped around to the front over the city. And it's sort of like tilted, and it was turned to stone here. That there's the Kraken ship, now home of famous imported goods store found things. But it is the Kraken ship we serve to you. Many of the delicacies of the sea in rawest form upon the ship itself.
One of those, please.
Absolutely. It'll be 10 gold.
I'll take, are onion rings an appetizer?
Sure.
I'll take a big thing of onion rings.
Appetizer onion rings.
And
You have the half off coop?
Yeah.
These are 2 gold.
Okay.
So 12 gold.
And
I already put in mine.
Sure.
for entree, they have something not seafood. You said it's like a cross of a Tony's. Can they have a steak sandwich? I'll get a steak sandwich if they have one.
For a combo with a drink, it's 5 gold.
5 gold? That sounds good. That will take. Is that the include a beer? Because that's a
Yes.
thing? Okay, great.
Can I get the Kraken fillet?
The Kraken fillet for 10 gold you can.
And then one of the Kraken samplers.
Oh, yes. Half off, that's a 2. Well, it's a double, so it's an 8, so it's a 4 with your coop.
And then whenever she's having it, I'll point at Rennie.
Okay, she's going to have a Kraken burger combo. Okay. This will all count as food for the day.
How much?
I'll just have a Kraken burger as well.
Combo.
Yes.
Kraken burger is $5.
So 5. She already spent 2,
Yeah, I spent mine.
7 from you, unless you guys are just doing the whole thing.
I already put 5
You're paying
in,
for
so I
it?
gotta put-
I'm paying for me and Rennie.
Well, I've a platinum.
Mine's good.
Okay,
Thank God.
7, 14,
Should be 14 plus Rennie's.
19, and 5.
Okay, there's 20.
There you go. For the...
Can I get 5 gold back when you get a chance?
You can take it right over here.
Oh, that makes sense.
For the 2 of you that got the bougie stuff, the filet, when this is, instead of basic food, it's green.
Okay.
For the purposes of your next long rest. So,
Green.
it's an advantage on a skill check.
Yeah.
Next time.
It's basically like tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll have that.
As all the food is brought out to you, the you get a massive, like a boat. Have you ever been to a sushi place? I know. Have you been in one of the sushi?
Sushi boat.
It
My
comes out
first
with
date with my fiance was at a sushi place.
That's cute. With literally a big wooden boat that they set down on a thing, and it has sushi all over the place of these different things, including at the top in the crow's nest is the finest piece of Kraken we have, and then you get a Kraken fillet, which is just a nice tender piece of Kraken. And you guys get the Kraken Burger combo, and they are meaty and delightful.
I'm gonna very slowly and politely eat each piece of sushi on this boat, and like, all of it is going to be gone.
Yeah.
Just by me.
Are you doing the thing where Mistress is like your mouth again?
Yeah, like you won't even notice that she's eating unless you hear the
Well, if you look
masticating
in,
inside.
I assume you see like teeth, like in a circular.
I'm gonna try to keep that in periphery.
Yeah.
Being
So
very
you're sitting
low-key
here.
and polite.
You're sitting here in the
Table
Kraken's
manners.
claw. Anything you'd like to discuss while you enjoy this? As Reenie's starting to is like, can I try a bite? And is asking for bites of everybody's everything, and is trying to like sushi. And is like, you want to try mine? Like
I
this
have
whole
no
thing.
problem with it.
Yeah, the sampler platter it comes with some mozzie sticks. It comes with some boneless Kraken balls. It comes with some Kraken skins, and it comes with a side of the ultimate Kraken nachos. With requisite dipping sauce.
But extra is 50 cents.
That'll be extra for Kraken Ranch, which is just ranch. They say Kraken in front of. So you are here. The heroic music continues, and you see other people come in, and there's other swashbuckling pirates. Arr! What can I get for you? Oh, and also, I forgot. At a certain point, they bring Reenie a pirate, like a paper pirate hat.
Oh my god. Does she also have like coloring sheets?
No. But it's not long, or it's not. Is it Long John Silver? No, it's Red Lobster does that. Right?
Tony-
I think
Yeah.
Long
Tony
John
does
Silver's
it
had the
too.
hats for a while too, because I have a picture of you in one of them.
Tony's-
We went to Long John
Tony's used to
Silver's.
bring
We
that-
did?
Yeah, we
Oh,
went to Long John
Oh,
Silver's and you
dude.
wore the
Tony
hat.
used to bring me crayons when I was a kid.
I tried Long John Silver's again like a few months ago. I was like, Sarah was sleeping and wasn't eating. I was like, let me try Long John Silver. It's been like 5-6 years. Fucking garbage, dude. How is that place in business? Their
I
mac and
like
cheese
their-
tastes like throw up.
I like their chicken tenders. The
I guess I didn't get
battering's
chicken
really
tender.
good.
But
But
Yeah,
everything
but
else
now,
is
like,
bad. The hush
Arby's
puppies are
has
good.
Fish
The hush puppies are
tenders,
good.
so they probably just win the fish game.
Arby's does have fish tendies now.
They're hush puppy breaded.
Anyway, so you are sitting in this heroic lounge eating your din din. Where are you headed next?
Does
crew?
Mistress like the Kraken meat?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a like a perception check, just to like
Oh boy.
taste the flavors.
That's not good. 5.
Okay, 5, and that's you've gotten through like half the boat. Right now they're fine. They're fine. They are mostly fresh. Some of them are cooked pieces of
Yeah, we avoid
like
the
eel
cooked.
and stuff. But most of them are fresh seafood. But you haven't gotten up to the fresh like piece of Kraken.
Yeah, that's what I want.
We're saving it
See
for
if she
last.
likes,
Oh,
yeah.
you want to see that piece?
Yeah.
You're just going for it first.
Well,
You
no,
don't
I'm
care?
gonna eat everything.
It's about the experience
before
of building toward
Yeah,
it. Okay.
we're gonna eat all of the shitty ones first, and then.
Sure.
'cause
Okay. I'll
she's gonna
I'll
be
say this
full.
is half of the shitty ones, and then you want to roll another perception check for the second half, see if you feel like them better.
Hey, 16.
Okay. Yeah. You're starting to get as you sort of circle the exterior. These are the cheaper ones, California rolls and stuff. As you get to the center, they start giving you some like more expensive, lobstery, shrimpy things, some nice tuna stuff, and then you start getting into stuff you can't really identify, but Mistress seems to be enjoying it. And then as you make your way up, you want to eat the Kraken. It's a nice big piece. It's like a big piece of like this white flesh on rice. And you get rid of the rice and you just
Yeah.
eat it. And she goes, oh. That's familiar.
Familiar.
Roll an insight check to see if she can understand why it's familiar.
No. 5.
I can't quite place it.
You've had Kraken before.
I guess. Huh.
Are you sure it doesn't just remind you of like the Hydra or something?
That's not Kraken, that is Hydra.
Do we hear this?
it the same Hydra? Because you could just, if you had a big Hydra, you could take it apart. You could be eating the same meat that
You'd
you
never
already
run out
have.
of meat for a restaurant if it was just a big Hydra.
Yes.
True.
It's not a bad business plan.
I'm gonna get the
This
waiter.
is false advertisement.
We're going. This campaign is going straight to the Better Business Bureau.
I will get my attorney.
We should probably mind Rule 3. And not
I just want to
disrupt
talk to
business.
them. I just want to talk.
Okay.
Rule 3 is don't disrupt business. There's a bell.
I'll ding the bell.
Arr! Crashes onto the top of your table. What can I do for ya? Landlubber!
The lady ordered the Kraken.
Yeah, you said to us that this was
Scoot
Kraken.
on down.
You said that this was Kraken meat.
Yeah,
correct?
it's Kraken meat, that's right.
This is
Hi, the mighty Kraken!
this is Hydra.
No, pretty sure it's a Kraken. And he points out and shows you the Kraken.
I would trust her on matters of meat. Like, there are not many things I would be... No, she's right about this, though. She says it is Hydra meat.
You failed me on that phrasing. Yeah.
Wait, what did I say? Fuck.
So on the matters of meat, milady, you fancy yourself quite the, like a meat sommelier.
I guess so. But this is clearly Hydra meat and not Kraken meat. Do you have Kraken meat?
Yeah, this is made...
Go talk to the chef and ask, is this Hydra, and say that we know it is Hydra. And see what they
Okay.
do. Just curious.
And he sort of walks back.
Fuck you, I quit too! He's just gonna walk out now.
We disrupted the business.
Chair? I got a question for a customer. And he...
It's not his voice.
Yeah, he doesn't know. He's talking. He's asking his manager for information. A little bit goes by, and a different person that you didn't have in that comes up to you in a button-up shirt
No, it's the manager.
and goes, so it seems to me that there's been a problem with one of your orders?
We were told this was Kraken, but it is clearly Hydra.
Okay. Well, I can offer you a bit of a refund on that, if that's what you'd like. Or we can escalate this.
I was just kind of hoping to actually try Kraken.
Well... To my knowledge, this is Kraken, ma'am. And if you say it's not, then I believe you and just want to make your stay here at the Kraken's Claw as pleasurable as possible. Now I can give you half off this, give you 5 gold back on your menu item
You made jokes about becoming Karens. and then
for
you did it.
this.
It's just
Or we can escalate this.
You keep saying escalate. What do you mean by that?
Would you like to escalate this?
we don't understand what that means.
It means violence, probably.
You cannot be getting paid nearly enough for you to be this committed to the... Like, it's not a big deal. We just wanted to point out that the meat is not the meat you are selling. It is not a big deal. I do not know if you
So
are...
the refund will do?
It's up to her.
Sure.
All right. Well, I'm sorry for that inconvenience, and I'll have a word with my supervisor to see what can be done about it in the future for other visits. And she hands you 5 gold.
Keyword for
You
fuck
can-
off.
you can
and
take
get
it out of
my
there.
Oh my
restaurant.
god. I can't believe they're scamming people here.
I'm wondering if
It's
the
a
manager
pirate
even
town.
knows.
There's
I'm
no
so
laws
disappointed.
here.
I was
Doesn't
hoping
matter.
to eat something that wasn't Hydra for once one day, and then it's fucking Hydra.
Well, everything else wasn't Hydra.
You
Yeah.
choose to eat Hydra on every other day.
Well, I choose to eat Hydra on every other day because she won't let me just eat anything I want, so...
Anything you want
It's a
includes murdering
compromise.
people.
Just don't let her find out.
The meal was pretty good, though. I think.
You're welcome.
And look, we got half off.
Oh, can I discreetly try and give like Ricky food in my jacket?
Well, let's let a hand check. See how discreet it is. Either way, he successfully gets as much food as you want to give him.
Okay.
Does
Why are
the
you trying to
pirate
hide it?
town have food safety
It's a
laws?
rat in a restaurant. You want me to
It's
fucking
a
rat
pirate
to eat
town.
it?
You're a cat in a restaurant!
I'm a humanoid.
Still have cat fur.
Yeah, you're covered in dander.
14.
14.
Do you lick your own butt?
Those at the table see you do this, but other people probably don't. As you take pieces of the burger and give it to Ricky the rat, who's like, "Oh, thanks. That's delicious. Whoa, what is that? What is that flavor on there?
MSG.
Wow. Is that what salt is?
Probably. It's very salty.
Oh, wow. It's like my brain is on fire with flavors.
That's.
Oh, that might have been too much
Yeah,
salt.
that's
Oh, wow.
That's MSG.
Oh no. Can I try and give him water?
Yeah, you give him water. No, he's just pumped about the
Oh.
actually tasting cooked, refined, non-spoiled trash food.
I don't wanna.
Yeah, he drinks water.
Okay.
He's not like cracking out or anything, but you gave him a
cracking
taste
out.
of the higher life, dude.
Now he's gonna be like a cat. Now that you've given the rat good food.
He's never going back.
It's fine.
It's like
He's
those
never going
penguins at
back.
the zoo in Japan that now they won't
Hey.
eat the cheap fish.
Yeah.
If you ever need anything from me on my end, you just let me know, okay? We're in this together.
I'll give him a little.
Fist bump.
So Ricky the rat is. I feel like this campaign is turning into like what's the fucking Brennan Lee Mulligan would really
Oh.
like fuck with this
Yes.
sort of vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
You know,
The rats have opinions. I don't know.
if we keep letting my piece of Hydra meat regenerate, maybe we could open a restaurant and scam people.
Yeah, I guess we could, but we would need a lot of it. Like it has its
Does
limits
it have
on
like
growth,
a whole
right?
Hydra, you think?
Does it have to be a scam? Couldn't you just open a Hydra restaurant?
I guess you could. Yeah.
No, but then...
Is it legal to sell like Hydra? to
You've never,
people?
you've never looked into food law.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough. Well, that's your experience at the Kraken's Claw. You can eat it all or box up whatever you got going
Eat
on.
every last bit.
Okay, it's all eaten up. It's delicious. What do you want to do?
That store, what was it? Found Things?
Found things
Is
exist.
that still open?
Yeah, yeah.
Wanna go there?
Yeah. Sounds like a good time.
Okay. So, you head back out into the,
Do we want to go to the beach?
We didn't tip our waiter.
Oh my god.
Fuck him!
No.
He's just making a
He's
living.
just doing his job.
Jesus Christ.
This is so fucking fun. I like this game. So, you head out and onto the streets of Bryan Shoreport. Not as loud a city as Ebon Falls is usually. This is it's a port town. It's a little sleepy. People take it a little bit easier. There's bars everywhere. Not all of them even have names. There's just bars everywhere. Lots of drinking. There are many brothels as well. There are many restaurants selling street food, and there are other locations of the Kraken's Claw that you walk by. But you approach, found things, a place where things are bought and sold. The entire structure is, again, inside a ship that have been scooped up from the bay to here, several hundred feet, where it hangs about 20 feet from the ground, and a long wooden, sort of creaky staircase leads up to the side of the hull that has been now carved into a door. And you see people coming in and out of that, and it is lit up with lanterns, and you walk up the stairs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you walk up the stairs, you see people all around looking at lots of stuff. It is sort of like a mall sword store. They have behind the area like actual weapons and like magic weapons and items. They have a little case for smaller stuff, and then all around they have linens from faraway places that have been plundered long ago. They have spices from far away, and incense and herbs and drugs and potions. And I mean, think of a thing, they probably have it in here, but it's like very packed. It's not like shelving and stuff. It's like a hall. It's like the hold of a ship that's been turned into a place where you could buy stuff. And so you kind of gotta like look through stuff.
Time to dig.
To find it. However, you do see a very clearly marked place with happy to help a male human with sort of long curly white hair that comes down to about just past his shoulders. A little string hangs from the front, sort of over his thing here. He has hoop earrings and his sort of unshaven face. He hasn't hit it in a few days. He essentially looks like a hippie. He's got like ropes around his neck that hang down into necklaces that have like little charms and like things. He has the names of several women tattooed on his arm. That are, some of them are crossed out, some of them aren't.
Oh my god.
He has some sauce coming out of the top with some of the curlies and the the deepest V that's allowed, and he's still in shape for his like late 50s. And he goes, "Welcome."
Hello.
Hey, just let me know if I can do anything for you, and if you're looking for anything in particular, I'd be more than happy to help.
I'll start looking around.
Awesome.
Yeah, just taking through.
Cool. Yeah. Take your time.
Do you have like magical items here?
Of course, we have tons of magical items. As he looks up here, and you see several like magic swords and stuff you guys don't really use a lot: spears, shields, armor, like heavy armor. There's a couple things that you see that could be useful if you want to make a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bad it goes.
16.
3.
It's good. We'll say you're distracted by something. That's what's the thing you were looking? Are you looking for anything specifically in your head right now? I can come back to you.
Maybe a cool notebook or something.
Okay, you're looking at it. Okay, you're looking at like tomes and stuff, and like other books that are behind this glass case. What was your?
I rolled a 14.
14,
16.
16,
15.
15. Okay, so all of them are in the same range. All of you are looking around, and among the stuff that you don't use, again, like magic swords, cool stuff that would work in almost any other adventuring party that I have no need to make anymore. You know how easy it is to make a fire sword? You know how hard it is to make something cool for people that don't use normal shit?
Yep.
But you see a couple different things that catch your eye. Among the standard, they have potions and other things and a lot of stuff that you as experienced players would expect to see in an adventurer's sort of item place that we can look through if you want. But there is a staff, a tall, bony, colored sort of quarterstaff that ends seamlessly into one set of antlers. A 4-point antler grows from it, like but not with the other set. And it sort of, the staff sort of twists and shifts, and a small, like, dream catcher hangs from the first time. Well, this here's called the Hermit Staff. It allows you to try to rest a little bit easier in places of danger, and it also keeps you more in tune with the ways of the natural in the world, you know? So if anything tries to hurt you, I guess, that's not natural, you can do a little bit better stuff to it, you know? Helps you a little bit. Essentially, when you take a long rest in a dangerous area, you can try to get the effects of a full rest with a roll. And then the staff itself is potent against undead and aberrations. It acts as a silvered weapon. It ignores the undead fortitude feature, so you can one-shot a zombie in the head with it. And it gives you advantage on saves against being charmed by either type.
So no vampire charm.
Not no vampire charm, but it helps you.
Yeah.
Same with aberration, so anything, those often have psychic sort of. And then the other one is a cowled cape made of a thick but looking like sort of lightweight leather-like material that gradients from essentially the surface of the sea to the bottom of it, the inky black depths of sea. And embroidered on it are black tentacles that are crawling up from the bottom in different ways. It gives you 2 qualities. Both of these are attuned, by the way. It gives you the ability to have +1 to your dexterity saving throws, and in addition to this, you are considered invisible whenever you are submerged in water. And it has a thing called the Grasp of the Kraken, where once a day you can use your action to send tentacles out of the mantle and toward an enemy within 20 feet. You must make a strength saving throw, and if it fails, it takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage and is placed into any other spot within 20 feet of you where they are prone. So you essentially pick them up, slam them, and do damage somewhere, any space around. Yeah.
How much is that?
Both of these are 300 gold.
Pull someone in and then go morbid on them while they're right in front of me prone. Tough.
Is
Tough
there
for them.
any sort of like magical jewelry or anything?
Yeah. What are you looking for? Any particular effect? We got tons. As he looks through the glass case.
I don't really know. Just curious.
Well, you're gonna have to give me a little bit more to go on than that. Any sort of pitch you can give me? Because I got a lot of stuff over the years. And if I were to go through an itemized list of all the qualities of these things, well, we might have to go past closing time together.
Is that flirting? God.
You can have 3 attuned items, right? It's 300 for the cloak.
300 for the cloak, 300 for the staff. While this is happening and you're deliberating that, it's funny you should say that. There is a voice from back behind you. Hear it talking to Rini, about the same height as Rini, and you turn and see that she's been having a conversation with a small leather armor clad halfling woman. And she goes,
Oh, you're looking You looking for some jewelry over here, sweetheart?
Yes?
Oh, well, I got a tip on some jewelry if you're interested. It'd be, just a small little fee for me to tell you what it is. But let's just say, I know where a guy lost his magic necklace not too far from the city.
You know where a man lost a magic necklace, but
That's right.
You didn't retrieve it.
That's right.
Why not?
Well, let's just say it's in a particular spot that I can't quite get to. But I do know the information and I'm willing to sell.
For how much?
50 gold.
No.
Just no?
No.
Rainy sort of goes like,
Counter offer?
Why would I make a counter offer?
Yeah, why would you make a counter offer? Huh? Trying to lowball me? 40, I won't go lower.
I just don't think it's worth that much money.
Almost sounds like a trap, doesn't it?
This sounds
It
like
sounds like a setup.
This sounds like a scam I would run. No offense. I'm from Avon Falls. I've heard scams.
You're
It's not a
Actually-
scam.
Well, you're not telling me where it is, and you're
Well,
too
of course
scared.
not, that's the information I have to
Exactly,
sell.
and
How do we
you're
know we won't
too
get
scared
there?
to get it.
Your friends might rob
Marigold,
us.
are you trying to sell that rumor again?
Yeah, I'm trying to sell that rumor again.
No one wants. It sounds like a scam. It sounds like a scam every time you.
Well, but it's not.
Yeah, but sounds like a scam. It sounds like she wants to like lure into you.
Exactly.
Yes,
That's,
or-
yeah.
Yeah, some sort of like a trap.
Or even just taking my money for something I can't acquire.
Sure, it could just be nothing. You could.
Well, what would you need from me to, believe me?
How did you come across this information?
Well, I saw him falling. Okay, he was pushed.
You saw who pushed him.
Anyway, he's down there, and this guy's wearing a magic necklace, and he got pushed.
What kind of magic necklace? Of what value?
And is
Well,
this,
it didn't stop him from falling and hitting the ground and dying.
Is this man dead?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah.
You're not exactly selling us on this. You just know it is a magic necklace. What if
And
it is?
we have to go
Do we
down
even know if it's
somewhere.
magical?
I know it's magical.
How do you
Are
know?
you sure?
Because it did it. It was like he took a little bead off of it and threw it, and then exploded, and then got sort of pushed into a hole.
Why did he get pushed into a hole?
Because he threw his magic bead and it exploded.
Why did he throw a magic bead?
Trying not to give you so much information that you can go find it without me.
Well, we know he fell off something, so probably a cliff. Or into a
Yeah, it was a
hole.
cliff.
He landed.
Sounds like a hole or something.
Wasn't a hole.
Does anyone know that there's a big hole around here?
I know a place where a couple big holes are.
Yeah.
Like?
What?
Well, I could sell you the information.
Oh my god.
How much are you charged?
Well, I know 20 gold. One for each. One 10 for each hole. That sounds like a different proposition. 20 gold if you want both holes.
Wow, he's cheap.
They don't pay well around here.
Oh no.
I'll do that for free, actually.
Is
Any
there-
combination,
Do you get paid if he
Any
gets attacked too?
combination?
1 to 4.
Are you doing okay? Like, are you good?
I'm doing great.
Oh, this is like a okay. Kraken Fest is coming up. I'm sure you'll have a great time.
Oh yeah, I gotta let loose before business, man.
Business?
Business, man. A lot of tourists come in here, eat all this stuff up.
I'll
This
give
stuff won't be here when you get back.
I'll give you a 20 for the holes. The whole location. Give me 80 gold back and
Make it better.
Take 80 gold out of there. You can get your own
No
change.
part of that makes it better.
Okay. Goes over and he marks your map. 2 different hole locations. They're sinkholes where that are located outside of Brine Shore Port. They're not far from each other, really.
Do you have any interest in these? And I'll show him the Mudwalker boots.
Of course, yeah. Well, I have interest in anything that you have, especially if it's magical. But
It is
yeah,
magical.
we don't have fucking. Well, we do technically have the laws that no open magic and stuff like that here, but we don't. We do, but we don't. We're different.
So theoretically, how much credit would I get for this?
You want to store credit?
Well, I was planning on using it, but like, what would be my level?
That's it.
Yeah, I got a guy.
Got a guy?
I got a guy. I got several guys that be into these. Yeah.
Because they just puddle mud on the fucking countertop.
I don't even know how much money I
So
have.
hand him the Mudwalker boots.
Thank God.
Too much money. Actually, it's so hard to keep track of all this. I kind of like it.
You can. I would probably
I did, and
count
then-
it and then write it down.
I did last week and then forgot to write it down. So I took all the effort out of it and then.
You could probably look it back
Myself.
and see the number that you counted. But yeah, you just do
Yeah.
it now. Easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, 50
Just
gold
counting.
on credit. Is there anything else you guys want? Are you looking?
Like a magic ring.
I
or
can't
something
believe that you
cool.
would undercut me on that.
So it is at one of those holes.
you just admitted it to
Yeah.
Look, Marigold, I love you, but you're not very good at this.
Tell you what, since it's already out of the bag, I'll give you 10 gold if you save us time and tell us which of the 2 holes it is. That way you're not out nothing. Or you're not don't get nothing out of this.
Okay.
I'll throw in another 10 if you tell us any special equipment we might need.
Okay. Okay.
And also, can we purchase any of that equipment here?
Yeah, probably. You can put the 10 in? Alright.
At a certain point, I don't know if it's worth the price of the item we're chasing.
Alright,
Now
so
I'm
this one right
curious.
here, and it's like, it's you know, just a deal.
Yeah.
One, he's sort of down in a hole about 100 feet. So rope, probably. Something to climb back up. Maybe
Some, like, pythons and stuff.
no, because it's a hole at the top, and then it sort of like goes down. That's why I couldn't get down in there. I didn't have anything to get down in.
Why did he get pushed?
Oh well, we tried to rob him.
That makes
We
sense.
tried to rob him. He threw a fireball at us. It was a whole thing. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure the necklace has like little fireball beads on it.
That's so much money.
Also, it sounds like there needs to be a body cleaned up.
It's probably too old for your purposes. How long
was
ago?
this?
Oh, like 3 weeks.
Oh,
yeah.
never mind. No one's gone down there for
Yeah.
3 weeks.
No one else survived.
Just a
He blew
sinkhole.
him up with a fucking fireball, and then he got pushed by me, so I didn't get fireballed, and he died. And well, I can't get down there, and I don't want to go down there.
Fair enough.
You're not a very good thief.
You could learn to pickpocket it. It's
I know
better.
how to pickpocket.
Well, maybe stick to that then.
I'm leaving.
Wait, just
Sleeves.
fucking- She's not very good at any of that, is she?
Buddy.
28 charisma, dude.
That staff is 302, right?
And 2 intelligence.
The staff is 300.
Staff is 300. Mantle. So the hermit staff is what it's called, and it's 300. The mantle of depths is also 300.
Okay.
Both of which are attunement.
Unlocked. I got 190.
190
with the 50 included.
Would you like one of them?
Yeah, I would fucking love it.
What do you want? Wait, you want something? Isaac needs something? How much money do you need?
110 gold.
How much is this?
Rich people.
This is everything I have.
50 and 100. It says it right on there.
You said 110?
This is everything I have but that.
What are you buying?
How dead set are you on the cloak?
Oh, I'm not going to get that. You
Give me the
go-
cloak.
Are you not going to riff it when if you know?
No, it's magical.
It's a well, not only is it magical, it's a mantle, so it comes around the front, and you can walk with it all the way around, sort of like a raincoat, but you can just like a cape with a hood.
Fine.
This is cool.
So that's what you can add to the mini.
Just going all in.
A little cape.
A cape.
All in.
What kind of help hide the reptilian shit?
I got.
Ooh, I kind of like the idea of him no clothes but just a cloak. That's
Yeah.
kind of badass.
Just make Isaac in a cloak.
Yeah, I have the item
Pale and
right here.
Okay, well, you know, I got 4 silver and 6 copper, and that's
Gave you
that's
shit
it.
ton of money.
Here you
so.
go, kid.
That's it. Oh, thanks.
There you go. It is attunement.
Yeah.
So as you put it on,
See, I'm over here with money and there's nothing I like.
It's fine. We'll get more money.
Do you have any sort of religious artifacts or icons or anything like that?
yeah, probably
Where might I find those?
all over the place. What are you looking for?
Mostly symbols of protection, amulets, bracelets, rings, anything like that. Or I'm kind of a collector.
Now we have positive deck saves.
Well, the hermit staff is sort of that, but it's more of a it's like a nature-y thing. I don't know. You know, the gods don't exist anymore, so it's sort of. But it has some of that. Like again, if you roll, if you take long rests in dangerous areas, you may still try to gain the effect of a full rest. As the charm on your staff helps to ensure a more restful sleep. Upon completing your long rest, roll 1d20, gaining the effects of a full rest on a 16 or higher. So it's essentially a 25% chance.
Question.
Yep.
Do these effects persist while I'm in monster form?
If you're wearing it in a tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a once-a-day thing for the. And,
yeah, but
yeah.
that's still. Yeah. You just go
Lizard
into the
monster
water and
with
fucking
like
hide.
eldritch tentacle cloak.
I can like hide in the surface, like in the water, and then just pop out as a fucking lizard.
Bro, you're
Yeah.
You're like the creature from the.
I figured you
Black
guys
Lagoon.
might like that.
Kraken
It
Gang.
seemed interesting for almost anybody. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I like it. If you are looking for, what kind of protection are you looking for? Because maybe I got some.
Evil spirits.
Oh. Look at the last sentence on that. I didn't. Yep.
Bro, why does every item in this game do that?
The last sentence.
What's going on with all your magic in this world, huh? It's a lot of give and take. A lot of weird shit happening.
That goes one of 2 ways. Either it just, you know, the pattern changes,
It goes one
or,
way.
or it just gets so big at one point it just becomes. It's fine.
That's how baby krakens are birthed into the world.
Yeah, they just get birthed out of a cloak. Use it enough, just go. And you kraken. Then we can have kraken meat though. So
Yeah, I got. Or I sort of slipped into a cross between Marigold and his name is Bertio, by the way. Yeah, I got some. And he holds up the many necklaces. One of the many necklaces in his is sort of wooden beads with things. Yeah, I used one already. This is just blessing beads. Really? We got a whole rack of blessing beads over there, and you go over and you look at the rack, and they have many different kinds. They have 4 different kinds that come in many different styles. They have the beads of courage. When frightened, the wearer of this necklace is no longer frightened after their turn ends, and you gain 5 temp hit points. So it's sort of like that one spell, heroism. Beads of mercy. When reduced to 0 hit points, this necklace stabilizes them for 1 minute. Any attack or harmful spells in the wearer must roll wisdom save or choose another target.
How much are those?
Almost done. Beads of hope. The wearer gains advantage on 3 saves of their choice, and you only get 3. It caps out at 3. You get 3 total advantage. Like once you wear it, that's what the whole thing is forever.
Okay, gotcha.
Beads of compassion. When another character within 40 feet suffers damage, the wearer may choose to take up to 20 points of damage from the attack. And once the power of these beads is used, the necklace becomes a one-day necklace worth 1 gold. These are 50 gold.
That stabilization one might be good.
Here, you can see it if you'd like. So you try on your cloak. It is a thicker material, but it is quite lightweight, so it doesn't really bog you down.
That's nice. I like it.
Anything else that's not necessarily like a special item, but just something you've been looking into? Stuff you know already exists in the DMG and stuff?
Are there any special... I carry daggers. They're just normal daggers. Are there any magical daggers here?
+1 daggers.
How much?
50 gold more than a dagger costs, which is in the PHP somewhere. But or it's in your loot somewhere, or maybe one of these.
50 gold more, so 52 each?
They're cheap, so...
I'm gonna get a couple +1 daggers then.
Okay, yeah. So you can get, for 104 gold, you can get 2 +1 daggers. They are essentially just a much nicer blade that come with nicer sheaths that have beautiful wrapped handles. They look more expensive, but they are definitely better.
You said 104?
104.
If there's anything.
I'll take those blood walkers. You want one of those?
I'm gonna get the hope and the mercy.
You get both of them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't think they're attunement, are they? Because they just use a charge. Like once they use it up.
I don't think it says on here. No. I don't see it.
A hope and a mercy, so you get 2 of them.
Can I just look for like a simple notebook that?
Yeah, you were looking at tomes.
But okay, I want it to be like a diary, but I don't want anyone else to be able to read it. So either a lock or some sort of enchantment or something that could make it like
Ooh, a private diary.
What is that spell that does like hidden messages? You get one enchanted with that.
Yeah, like everything can only be read by me or something.
I mean, I don't know if it's called anything, but yes, absolutely, you could get a private diary. I would say there's 2 options. There is a basic one that essentially uses a key, and when you open it with the key, the person who uses the key can open it and read it. Second one attunes to you, and it's a diary, but it's also like when you it has other supplies with it, and it essentially allows you to use wrist pocket with it as well. So you get to, if you tune to it, you get to hide something in that space. Like essentially, it's like a traveling desk, like a little traveling desk that you can, just float in front of you, and it has your diary and some ink and some quill, and any one object about the size that you can place on there of any value or anything. But that's an attunement slot.
How much is it?
I will say it's essentially a common or uncommon. I'll say 70 gold.
I want it.
Okay. You can have it, and you can add wrist pocket to your available spells.
For purposes
But it
of,
is that.
Sorry.
Yeah,
For
go ahead.
purposes of resistance and stuff, for the +1 daggers, normal or magical?
They are not magical. They are masterwork, essentially just like really well-made daggers.
Now, do we still need this? I pull out a baggie of drugs.
Which
Moonshots.
Oh my god, we have like 30.
I have 4.
Oh, 4?
We sold.
you
most.
sold the rest.
Oh, that's right,
You have
yeah,
4
we
moonshots.
confused.
Moonshots are, I mean,
Were they? Did they do health things? I don't remember.
it takes 3 rounds to take a short rest.
Well, doesn't the one guy's singer like nose candy?
What is that the
Black
euphemism for in this universe? Is cocaine?
Moonshots.
Okay.
I figured.
I mean, if we need to get in his favor for any reason.
Someone like that might
Or their
know perhaps information on Vrak.
True. If he likes that, then we have it. It's easy enough.
Possibly.
Well, bags has to be worth a little bit of money.
You would think.
Okay, so you are given your black diary,
Yeah, I gotta put it in.
and
I'll put it.
yeah,
Do they have on the original paragons here by chance?
they do not have on the origins of Paragon. It's like, I don't really do books like that very much.
That's fair. I figured I would ask though.
Yeah, I'm not really a connected guy. More just like people bring stuff here.
So wait, wrist pocket is what summons the book.
Yeah, and a space for you to do one additional thing that fits inside a wrist pocket.
Okay, I'm gonna
makes
put
sense?
one of my moon's chips in there.
Sure.
Close it.
Yeah. So there's a moon chip on the little travel desk, and it essentially like will float wherever you're at, so that you can always have your diary and stuff.
And I can scrapbook wherever we go.
That's right.
Yeah, be careful how much you take in there.
Okay. So this is found things. Is there anything else you can get or want? You have any more money?
I kind of want to go explore that hole.
Don't we all?
Do we have enough rope and stuff to get down there?
I have a lot of
Well,
rope.
if you guys are just in town
least
for a
I
little
did.
while, there's also the stagnant bay behind the Kraken. It has like the Seas Bounty Casino, the pool, and the coil.
On
The
what?
pool and what?
The coil?
What's
Oh, it's like an arena,
Like
Where
a fighting
people-
arena?
sort of. They do a. Do you know the story of? Well, tell you what. I think the best way to, if you're gonna do Brian Shoreport, you should do it. You know what I mean? Like, just go in blind, okay? But I can give you a little bit of a guide if you want, because I don't want to like blow it for you. You know what I mean?
Sure, give us your spoiler-free overview.
Well, I would head to either the casino or the pool. I mean, you kind of got to do. You kind of pick one when you go. You're gonna go under the grundle of the Kraken. That's what I call it, not what anybody else calls it. Call it the grundle though. It makes people laugh usually. It sort of worked on you.
That's not in character. Hazabella's face is.
One point at Rini. Go gamble, go enjoy yourself, or you can go to the pool, which is you saw actually on the newspaper you got. It said to see performance of the Night Kraken. They do a play, a big epic play that sort of tells the story, and then after that, I think you should go to the coil, because what you see in the play, you can do in the coil. You'll get it. I promise.
All right.
Sounds pretty cool.
Sounds
Why
like
is he
Get them to
Keanu now?
fight.
I feel like it's better that way.
I like it.
I guess
You're
he's.
gorgeous.
No, you're gorgeous. No,
Breathtaking.
you're breath. I was
Breathtaking,
going to say other
that's
stuff. I
it.
would say stunning, but.
And then the game was bad. So that meme was
Wah,
annoying.
wah. Yeah. And then if you guys want to, like, skip town for any reason, just head off. I don't know how you got here, maybe. But we got the Zephyr line, the train. So,
Yeah, we have a vehicle we
nice
brought.
port. Oh, okay. Cool, man. Cool. Yeah.
It would be worth investigating the Zephyr station, though.
For the thing, agreed.
Well,
So
and
what
if-
did we want?
We should go look
fine.
at that hole since we paid money for the.
Are we doing the whole today? Or
Do we have time before the play?
What
well,
did
the play runs every day.
Yeah, we could do
Multiple
the
times a
whole
day.
and we could just go
Do the
and
play
do
tomorrow,
everything
later?
tomorrow.
You can play it any day.
We have a whole week.
Okay, let's
a
do
whole
the
week to
whole
do the
today.
whole.
Get the whole out of the way,
Well, the
and
hole
then
has
we'll.
like valuables that could be stolen.
Right,
If
and
someone
if she's
else.
trying to get other people to get to the hole, we might as well go first.
Yeah,
Alright,
she's
we will be
probably
the first ones in that hole. Mark my words.
Well, second. Someone already fell in.
We'll get the sloppy seconds then.
I hate this.
Hey, there's a corpse down there. It'll probably be pretty sloppy. Just saying.
3
Yeah, he
weeks.
splatted all up in there.
How do you know?
Because she said. She said he fell and splatted and died.
Bro, I got one single mosquito bite from the other night, and it's right on my ankle where my socks
I
sit.
brought
It's
bug
always
spray
right
out, bro.
on the ankle.
I don't think any got me.
I didn't get any bites.
I only had one.
'Cause I had
no
bug
other, No
spray.
other mosquitoes touched me, but the
And
fucking
I was like,
one
Alex,
on my
you want bug
ankle.
spray? No.
No, it's too cool for bug spray.
I didn't need it.
He
Didn't
did.
need it.
One
Now he's
mosquito
got
bite.
one
You guys,
mosquito
you
bite.
guys head out of the of found things, and Rini goes. So we are going on an adventure.
I guess.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, we have rope.
I have rope.
You want to
Uh,
climb down a hole?
I
have a
put
grappling
100
hook.
feet of
Heck
rope.
yeah.
We'll
Vehicle.
send
Oh, yes, I
her.
have rope.
So we have 100 feet plus whatever you have
Maybe
on you.
her and someone else.
Not me.
50 feet I have on me.
So we've got
I mean, I
150
would love
feet of
to,
rope.
but I'm a little heavy. So.
Well, Ink can climb.
Probably Ink or myself. Probably Ink.
Probably Ink.
I do have to go down and I can go
Rini
first.
also
but-
wants to go.
And we'll just lower you both down by a rope. It's fine.
She's small enough.
It's
Okay,
probably-
if I start screaming in the hole, please come and help.
That's the plan.
I'm the only one who can
How
drive
deep
back,
is the
so
hole?
What if we pull you up instead of us going down there? Because that's rather dangerous.
How deep is the hole?
Why don't we
It
just
was like 100 feet.
why don't we just
Yeah.
lower her down there?
Yeah.
Have her loot the body and then we
And if
pull
she
her
screams, we pull her up sooner. Yeah.
up. She's very light.
This
so
I'm sure this plan will not go alright. This sounds great. It's always good to split up the people.
you'll be
it's
right
not being
there.
split.
Well,
We're
all
holding the
4 or
rope.
5 of us can't go down at once.
Alright, I will do it. If I die, Rini, you can have the car.
I don't even know how to drive it yet. I'm so excited.
You just give her a reason to
Wait,
kill
don't
you.
die.
I don't intend to. This is incentive. You all cannot get home if I die.
There's a,
Don't give them a ride home if I die.
The train's right there, Ink.
Then you'll have to spend money on the train.
Well, it's either we spend money on the train or a moon chip. I mean, the
Or
train's
we just
probably
steal the
cheaper.
car. She's a child.
You would steal a car from a child. I see how it is.
Yeah.
You wouldn't download a car, would you?
Because she doesn't
Yes.
know how to drive.
Neither
it.
do you.
I could figure it out.
Yeah, like you figured out how to drive the spider, I'm sure.
It's more than you did.
It's literally not. You didn't do anything. We went over this.
I tamed the spider.
No, you didn't.
Hey, if anyone tamed the spider, it would
was
be the
Jessica.
person that had gifted the web to, which was me.
The spider was already tame. It was a
It was-
domesticated large
yeah.
spider. None of us did it.
Yeah.
But
gotta side
I'm
with
sure
Nick
we
on
could
this
figure
one.
out how to drive a vehicle.
It's not that hard.
I'm just asking. Try not to get me killed. That's all I ask.
Why? I would never try to get you killed.
I don't think any of us suggested that.
All right, let's go to hole.
Let's go to hole.
Let's go to hole. Okay.
That's That's also the name of one of the brothels, the Hole.
Let's go to Hole.
The Kraken's Hole.
The Kraken's Hole.
Are you going to drive
The
out of the
fishing
city
hole.
right now tonight?
How far away is it?
I would say it's
If
probably
that's
an
not
hour.
a fucking
It's
brothel
probably
name
an
in
hour
a
drive.
seashore area.
So 30
yeah,
miles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I might as well knock it out tonight.
Okay. So we, unless there's anything else, we can fast forward to that.
We're
Yeah.
fast
Yeah,
why
forwarding to
not?
the hole.
Fast forward to the hole.
We're at Hole.
Skip the foreplay right to the
We're
hole.
Right to the hole.
Right to the hole.
Drive. Don't let it drive.
No lube.
Can I spit on the hole?
You could spit down in the hole to see how far it goes, because once you pull up to this hole out in the middle of nowhere,
I'd rather pull
and
out
there,
of the
there is, as you approach the hole, with shaky knees, you do see. I mean, it's nighttime now. Sun has essentially set. There's still that like faraway purple, but it's later in the year. It's like fall, so it's not up all night. You can't see to the bottom of the sinkhole, and as you drive up, you do see. It's not far off the road. It looks like this is a known space, and someone like came here because you see a big 30-foot wide black burnt ground space, and then several corpses burnt to smithereens.
Oh, do they have anything good on them?
They're burnt to smithereens.
Damn.
And one person that was a thief escaped, and you think they've been looted. You pour over them, and I mean they're just like ash. This one shot them, and on the edge you see the place where you assume there was a push or something, roughly, and you spit into the hole, and you don't hear it drop. You don't hear it hit, because it's too far away.
I'm gonna give her my crocodile lamp because it floats.
Thank you.
Okay, so you have the crocodile lamp.
Bing.
Go ahead, roll your good.
It's a D6, right?
D8.
8. 2?
Orange.
Okay.
So an orange light starts to like candlelight around your space. You have how much rope? It's 100 feet now.
I have
150 total.
150. Yeah.
Okay, so
Can I because I have a climb speed anyway? Can I just like tie it as a safety measure around me
Yeah,
and kind of
and
like?
then
I think
Like
there's
harness?
also a winch on the front of the vehicle.
I'll say there's a winch on the front of the vehicle, so you can
Oh yeah.
pull it up to where you feel is a safe distance from the hole, and you hook this to the winch, and one of you can crank it, so you don't have to hold. So if you can pull the truck up to something, if you can pull the land beast up to something, there is no strength check to lower or raise someone. Although to raise it takes a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you are slowly lowered. I will say, go ahead and who's in charge of making sure the knots are secure in the rope, because you are going to have to make 2.
Is this a sleight of hand?
I would say it is a sleight of hand or a survival check. I assume
could
you don't
help.
have survival.
What's your plus?
If you're
to sleight of
proficient, are you proficient in sleight of hand?
Yes.
Okay, you can roll
Plus
with
5.
advantage.
hand? We have the same, so it doesn't matter.
You can both roll. You can roll with advantage. It doesn't matter.
I'll just roll the double.
Sure.
Hey. 22.
22. You feel that those are quite secure. You feel like you did a good job. Okay. So you roll down the winch. Who's on the winch?
I suppose I can be.
Okay, so that just means that you're about 10 feet away from the edge of the hole.
That's fine.
Okay. And so you two are looking over along with Rini, who's looking down. And after a certain point, Ink, you descend into like you're hanging, and I guess I should change the music because we're not in the city anymore. Do we have this?
Sinkhole music.
Yeah.
Music music to enter holes too.
Perfect.
I have a playlist like that.
You gonna share
I'm
it?
the hole, though. It's
Okay,
not.
yeah.
As you hear the ting 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 of the winch, could you do this? The light goes away from above, and there's only the bright orange candlelight next to you. You can see that point of light, but as it moves down, it becomes quite dim for you. You don't get to see a lot of details from where you two are standing on the top of this sinkhole. Whereas Ink, you can see much better. Go ahead and roll a perception check as you go down.
I should have gazed up 2 lines to you.
Would you like to retroactively gaze into my
Yes.
Go ahead.
I give you a brain slug.
Your
Do
second
you
brain
warn me
slug.
Second
about
one she's
this?
put into there.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay, all right.
It's just sort of like
I already
your
have
arm
a
and then-
worm in my head. Is this gonna do? Can I have 2 things in my
they're gonna
head?
fight in your
apparently
head.
because it sits behind
just
your
be your
eye, and it
eyes.
just feels a little bit like you have a wet eye. It just feels like you always have a little bit of crud right here.
I got a 10, by the way.
A 10 perception check? Okay. So as you hang over, you can feel the walls pull away. You can feel like the sound of your own breath and like the sound of you holding onto the rope pushes away, and you're like in the center, off to the side, favoring one edge of this. Like there's like somewhere between 20 and 40 feet of space between you and the wall. You can't quite tell as it's pretty dark and the candlelight doesn't get to the edges of it. But you continue to go down more, and you start to hear something. There's a bit of a and it's sort of like Ray when he's being lowered in Ghostbusters 2. And you have that moment where you're alone in this like void, and you can't see the bottom, and you can just barely see the top as the light from the above isn't really high enough. You can just see the light, like the ambient light, just barely not darker than the rest of this space, because this space is so dark. And while that's happening, and you're sort of fumbling for your gun, and you're holding onto the rope, and you're looking around, and you're thinking, Soren, as you stand at the winch, you're clicking. And there's like a flicker in the headlight. A little gold flicker in the headlight. Too far. And there's a as the headlight pops, and the two of you are there, and then
I'm
all of a
blind.
sudden you hear next to you, after that sort of pop, you two and Rini turn in the direction of Soren, who's now cast in shadow from the headlight popping, and you just hear a from between your legs as the rope goes down, and you see Soren holding a dagger and having cut the rope. As he looks at you, a little confused, as Ink, you hear, as she starts to fall.
Can I try to
And next time, we'll pick up right
fucker?
Great.
Shit.
You're falling for a week.
Honestly, you whipped me twice.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what's the worst part? I'm blind and I can only see what you see, and I'm.
So you
I
are
didn't
seeing.
even see it.
You,
I just see
you
the
are
wall start to
seeing
rush
this.
by. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can essentially feel the sensation of like the slack of the rope, like
Oh my god.
above you, and so now you're falling. You don't know how far. And that's what we'll pick up. I love your faces. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys had a good time. What a fucking weird session. I'm very excited to pick up next time at the bottom of a hole.
Hell yeah.
We love
It's all
holes
holes
here.
all the time.
Holes all the way
One of us
down.
got
We have
stuck
so
in a
many
hole.
holes. We have enough holes for all of you. All of you.